Yo, people, what are you saying? Welcome back to Normski TV and the What's Going On podcast. Please, if you are new, hit that like button on the road to 1K. As you can see, streaming along the bottom there. And yeah, thank you to those people that have subscribed to me in the past couple of days and weeks. I really appreciate that. And we move. And today we are going to be talking about football, as you will know. Champions League draw tomorrow. We're in pot two. So we could be facing some of those teams like PSG, Real Madrid. We just don't know. Obviously, there's a number of pots, but we are in pot two. I think Tottenham are in top pot three. Man City, I believe, and Liverpool are in pot one. So yeah, going to be looking forward to that. That's going to be taking place tomorrow, I believe, around about 5:30 tomorrow. So we'll be looking at to see. It's not the group stages, as we all know. It's a new format. It's more of a league thing. The first eight, once they make those points and get through, like we did last season, we finished, I think it was third. I think we came third. So we automatically went through to the knockout stages. So listen, we came close, when I say close, semi-finals, getting beaten by PSG. Apparently was the best team on the night. Not according to Enrique. No, we weren't. We weren't the best team. But it is what it is. But yeah, guys, smash that like button, subscribe and share if you are new. Just waiting for Big D to come in. I think he's having problems trying to log in. I've just checked my WhatsApp. He just sent me a WhatsApp. I'm not too sure who else will be coming on. But yeah, I think it'll be me and Big D tonight. And then later on, I'll be doing a show with DJ B, the Arsenal Mingle, where we'll be looking over the game last Sunday. We're going to be talking about it. Obviously, I think we'll be talking about the Champions League draw as well. So that would be about, I think, 9:30, 9:45-ish. So please get your notifications on for that. DJ B, big up to DJ B. We will be talking all things football. But today, we're going to be starting off and talking about our game. But I'm just waiting for Big D to come in. But listen, whilst we're here, obviously, last night was the Carabao Cup. A number of teams got knocked out. West Ham, 5-goal thriller. West Ham went down 1-0. Then they equalised, and then it was 2-1. Then 2-2. They brought it back to 2-2. And then Larson, who is linked with a move to Newcastle, gets the last 2 and 3 minutes and beat West Ham and knocked them out of the Carabao Cup. Listen, Potter is under a lot of pressure. Potter is under an awful lot of pressure because obviously they played on Friday night against Chelsea, losing that game 5-1. And Paquetá scored an absolutely fantastic goal. But after that, Chelsea equalised. West Ham had a goal ruled out. And after that, it just felt like a deck of cards, mate. Everything is just going completely wrong down at West Ham. They've lost players, Kudus. Do you know what I mean? There's talk about Paquetá possibly going to, rumours that he could be going to Spurs. But they need players. They need, Bowen last night was had a confrontation with the away fans. I think he's come out on his Insta or Twitter to basically apologise. Obviously, he wears his heart on his sleeve, captain of West Ham, and it's just what it is. I mean, West Ham, they're looking like one of the favourites to go down. A -7 goal difference. Conceded. What, they lost 5-1. They lost 3-0, and so I think they've conceded something around about 11 goals, something around about that. That's just crazy. So Potter's job is on the line, even though that the owners have come out and said that his job is safe. But you know what happens when they come out and say their job is safe? The next thing you know, they're for the eye jump. So yeah, it is what it is. But listen, we move. So yeah, the West Ham. Let's talk about the West Ham game. As you say, losing 5-1. And when you look at Chelsea's lineup and that Esteban, they're calling him a little Messi. Messi 2.0, very good player. Low centre ground, small, but mate, he's got a quick burst of speed, getting past players, and just doing the business. And obviously, the goals were coming from Chalobah, Casado scores, João Pedro, very good buy from Brighton, João Pedro and Neto scoring as well. So yeah, it's kind of mad. It's kind of mad what's going on with West Ham. Obviously, my brother-in-law is a massive West Ham supporter, and I know Ez, who's not on tonight, but he's a Chelsea guy, is married to his daughter, and he's a massive West Ham supporter. He said his phone was being rung off the hook, mate. Literally rung off the hook. And he's not going to be venturing around his house anytime soon. You know what I mean? Anytime soon, he won't be going around there. But yeah, it's not looking good for Potter. I think, you know, when you listen to, I think it's a guy called James on E20, big up James, you know, he was talking about that the owners, it's down to the owners, they're not investing, and, you know, they're happy to just be in the league. But now they're in a situation now where, you know, they're staying down the barrel and sitting, you know, bottom, you know, in a relegation situation. Are they gonna pull themselves out of it? That's the big question. That is the big question. So we're gonna have to just kind of watch this space and see what happens. But just before I continue, just give me 2 seconds. I'm just gonna try and see what's happening to Big D. So just give me 2 seconds. I'm just gonna mute my mic. So talk amongst yourself. Smash that like button. Don't forget, smash that like button. Talk amongst yourself. Just 2 seconds. I'm just going to try and get hold of Big D. I think he might be in now. Hold on a minute. Yeah, here he is. Let's get him in. You say, bro?
Right. I mean, what's going on?
You having a bit of a nightmare?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. And he keeps asking me to add all this stuff, and I'm like, normally I just click onto my tabs, bam, I'm in.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I mean, StreamYard seems to be playing up for a lot of people this week. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
So I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I was just kind of talking about the West Ham situation. I'll kind of get your views on it, and obviously let the people know what we're going to be talking about tonight. But just before we go into that, how you doing, my friend?
Yeah, I'm doing all right now. I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
Apologies for my lateness.
That's all right, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I was like, what? Anyway, because I even got the other tabs up, because they wouldn't even let me get the other tabs up, but I'll get them up as we're talking. You know what I mean? For the league and stuff. Yeah, man.
Yeah. So, it's good to hear that you're okay and everything and stuff like that. But yeah, so just let everybody know what we're going to be talking about tonight. Obviously, the Prem review, player rating. So we're going to look at a couple of the games over the weekend and just get our views on it and just what you think, and put it in the chat. Tell us what you think. Also, I'm going to have a look at the controversy with Ref Watch. We are going to look to see if the PGMLO is doing us out of goals and decisions and that. So I'm sure there's going to be some stuff going on concerning that. Ruben still forcing the issue. Will he ever learn? Big D, that's one for you. We're going to be tackling that. Ruben Amram and his 3-4-3 system. Is it working? We'll look into that. Welcome home, Ez. Or shall I say Eze, not Ez Diaz. Eze. Eberici Eze has finally come home. But we still need more ins and outs. This is Arsenal. I still think there's a couple of areas that we still need to fix up. Listen, we've what 7 players. If we go and get this player, I can't pronounce his name. Einpane or something like that. Is it Piero Einpane? I think it is Einpane or whatever. Is he? What is it? He's from. Let's just have a look here. Yeah. So this guy, we're looking at, this South American guy from Ecuador.
Okay.
Einpane, I think his name. I can't pronounce his name, so I'm just going to call him Perio Einpane.
You're right.
He's Einpane, and he's currently playing for Bayer Leverkusen. And bro, there's a massive exodus when it comes to Ten Hag. Frimpong leaving, so many people are leaving. Do you know what I mean? Enough people have Granit Xhaka gone to Sunderland. Proper exodus since my guy's gone there. So
that's interesting, isn't it? Whether this is done by him or they're just like, no, I don't fancy playing for this dude.
Well, that is it's Ankipai. Ankipai.
Yeah,
I think that's how you pronounce his name. Ankipai. Perio Ankipai.
Yeah.
It might be silent H. Oh,
right. Yeah. It might be. Yeah.
I don't know, but his name is Perio. Yeah, and
so he's South American, right? You said
Ecuador. Yeah, from Ecuador.
Ecuador. Yeah.
To South America, if you call it that.
Yeah.
So we're linked with him. Apparently, Spurs was looking at him. Again, I don't know if we nicked him under their nose again. I'm not too sure. I might have been something that they've been looking at earlier on.
Yeah.
But again, we've ended up possibly getting this guy 60 million euros. And we will kind of go into a little bit concerning that. But let's just kind of get into the weekend fixtures, D. And I did kind of sort of briefly go over the West Ham game. I don't know if you saw highlights of it, but Graham Potter in a lot of problems, conceding, I think, 3 games now, 3 losses in a row. I think conceding 11 goals in total. 3
he's in a mess there, isn't he?
Sunderland, 5 against Chelsea Friday night, and then losing to Wolves last night. 2 quick 3-minute goals within 3 minutes. Larson, who's linked with a move to Newcastle, I think they put a bid in for it, and Wolves turned it down. I mean, what do you reckon? What do you reckon the situation?
Well, he's got to be on the thin ice, isn't he? But I can imagine that. Yeah, man, big up yourself.
Big up TJB, Brent.
Yeah, I can imagine that that there may be a panic because you just can't go. It's it's just like us today. We can't go and lose to Grimsby tonight.
Oh yeah, Carabao Cup.
I mean, just earlier while I was doing some bits about listening to a couple of content creators, they were like, if he messes up tonight, fire him. You know what I mean? Like League 2, it's and it's a results business now. And Potter is not getting anything. He's not, even if he had drawn one and lost one, but to concede that many goals in 2 games and then get bounced again last night. Yeah, that's not looking good.
Lost Kudus, I mean, there's rumours that Paquetá is linked with Spurs as well. Yeah, and it's just like the owners, they seem content to just be in the league. You know what I mean? But now, you've got a situation now where
is it?
I mean, they're staring down a barrel, and they need to quickly get out of that rut. They're saying they're not gonna. The next few games are not going to be easy either. Just seeing something just coming through. Sky Sports, Chelsea close to agreeing to deal with Man United for Garnacho. So that's just literally, just literally come up. Actually, let me just get that tab up there whilst we're here. And this here from Fabrizio Romano, but obviously Sky now. This was 13 minutes ago. Well, when I looked at it, screenshot 30 minutes ago. Chelsea and Man United locked in talks for Garnacho transfer. Confirmed their proposal worth 35 to 40 million. So that's pure profit there for you, D.
The fact it is. Yeah.
As a total package waiting for Man United's green light, the deal will happen, just a matter of time, as Garnacho only wants Chelsea. Now, I mean, obviously, that's the sort of money you're going to get in for him. And I'm sure you're looking at other targets, and you still need to sell. There's a number of players that you still need to be getting off your books. But how are you feeling about that whilst we were on that?
I look at this, right, and if the whole fallout hadn't been so publicized,
big up, Leon.
Big up, man. There's a possibility that we probably could have got about 50 mil for him, or just slightly north of that. But it's when you hang your dirty laundry out for everyone to see, then you can't be commanding no 50 mil for the kid. You know what I mean? And then we had other offers that were better than this, allegedly, abroad, but he don't want to go abroad. Yeah. He wants to stay here. So, the London lifestyle, all the rest of it. Chelsea are welcome, man. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Because he's not.
As I said, if it doesn't work out for Chelsea, I mean, he's young enough. Yeah. If it doesn't work out there, they just do the usual thing. Flip it. It's 35 million. I've seen him buy players for that figure, and later on down the line, they flip it. We probably end up getting him down the line. We've still got our Exeter as our manager, but
it'd be interesting whether there's bigger characters at Chelsea that will literally step to him every time he acts the fool and tell him to put his phone away and all that kind of stuff and control your brother better. So there's a lot of baggage that comes with him, and there's a lot of Chelsea fans that I know that don't want him. So that's why I want him to go there, because that's like a payback for Mason Mount. But the truth is, he may go there and blow the joint up and do all right there. But the truth is, he's a good flip. It's not a lot of money. It's not 60, 70 million. And he probably won't be on high wages either. He'll be on whatever the starting 11 are on. Remember, he's not starting 11 no. He's going there as a squad player.
Yeah.
He's going to have to fight his way into starting 11. So we'll see.
I mean, obviously the way he sort of kind of, played out with him and Amrin, you know what I mean?
Toxic. Yeah, very
toxic.
Do
you think Maresca will stand for that? Or no? I know.
No, Maresca ain't standing for that. He's not Norm. And he's got a big enough squad to bench him as well. Yeah. Where we never really had that. That's why he was starting rather than being an impact player for Man United, because we never had the squad. I know you used to always question it. Yeah, I know you used to always question it. Why is he starting? But then you didn't really have no choice because of So
your injuries and stuff like that.
You have to remember that Eric Ten Hag was picking him over Ahmad, and the rest is history there, isn't it? Eric gets fired. Ahmad's a key player for us now, and this one's on his way out. You know what I mean? The way the table just flipped is unbelievable, because I think he went 30-odd games starting over Ahmad. About 32 games. And Ahmad was just like, he's not ready. Send him back out on loan again. What? He's already been out on 2 loans. This kid should have went out on loan, Norm. That's what should have happened. But the squad wasn't big enough to do that. So, I'll say best to look to him. But he's gone to London. He's gone to a manager that I think is even more no nonsense than our manager. He's not going to bring all them antics from Old Trafford to there. It's not going to happen, no. Chelsea won't have it. Yeah, Maresca's not going to have that. You can look at Maresca and know that he's going to come to your yard and look for you. He looks like that kind of man. You know what I mean? Just
got a bit of a mafia look about him, isn't he?
Right, exactly. So you know that if this guy's on social media trying to out the manager, I'm just going to jump on his whip and just ride over to his house and say that to my face. I'm here now. Yeah. And this one will just pull his pants. You know what I mean? Because he's not built like that. Yeah. But, yeah, man. Yeah, I think we owe Chelsea one with this one. You know what I mean? After the Mason Mount. So,
listen, but I mean, we will come on to obviously your setup and the players that Ruben is deciding to play and stuff like that. And I know Andy Gray, I think, on BN Sports had a few things to say about that. So I will be reading out his comments concerning that. But just quickly, let's just move on to Man City. Now, Tottenham, they both this is just their bolting team, mate. I mean, look, they had Turkey Reinders, starting Mamouze, Oscar Bob, Haaland up front, 8-9, who's obviously came from Wolves, Diaz, Stones. I'm sure 8-9 went off injured in that game, if my memory serves me right. Rico Lewis and Trafford in goal. Now, Trafford, is a player I know you wanted, but he had a nightmare in this game, mate. Giving away a goal with Paulina score.
But I think, if you look at him, though,
it's just like they've gone to Spurs have gone, to the Etihad and again beaten them. Last season they beat them 4-0.
Right, but you're watching the coach adapt with this team, because it wasn't the way they played in the first game of the season. They adapted to City and completely overrun them, and then you're waiting for Pep to say, right, let me flip it to a plan B. Never happened.
Yeah.
And like you say, I mean, he's got Spurs got their number, isn't it? Which is kind of wild.
I mean, but the thing is that Thomas Frank, he does know how to switch it up in certain games.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Obviously, the Burnley game where listen, they're sitting, I think second or third, but haven't lost the game, beating Burnley 3-0, haven't conceded a goal. Now, look, when they were under Ange, in that season when he first come and they went there 10 games unbeaten. I'm sitting at the top of the league, and then obviously the injuries happen and stuff like that. They are short. They are short in terms of that number 10 losing out to Ebery Eze to us here. They're looking at other targets as well.
Yeah, because they haven't really replaced Song, have they? No.
Even this Anki Pie guy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, they were looking at him, but he obviously, from what I understand, he didn't want to go to them. He turned them down. So now we've kind of jumped in there and stuff. So there's a few areas. So I don't really too much look into Spurs, but there are a few areas that they need to sort out, especially that number 10. I think they still need another striker. And then the fact that they're going to be playing in Champions League as well. Do you know what I mean? I think it's going to catch up with them because their squad is still relatively small. I think they need 3 or 4 players for them, because if they lose a couple of the defenders, Romero, Van de Ven, do you know what I mean? You know,
because
they're back to square one.
With Eze, no? With the Eze, with them looking through the Eze, that was almost like, well, Maddison is down, but then did they really replace Son?
Well, this is it. I mean, that's I mean, Chili's not here to. Chili's not here to. You know, I mean, I'm not looked into their transfer in that detail. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, that winger, I think they need to get a winger as well. But they're definitely missing out on a number 10. They haven't got a creative player. Kuleveski's still out injured, and he normally gets injured quite a few times. You know, I like Spence Jed. I think Spence Jed, I think he's absolutely brilliant. I think he's absolutely big up AFC. What are you saying, bro? Big up.
Yeah, man, big up AFC. Man like Craig.
Man like Craig, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, Jed Spence, you know what I mean? He can handle any winger by the looks of it, you know what I mean? So he's doing really well for them. But I just think that when the games come thick and fast, you know what I mean, and Champions League draw, we know is going to happen tomorrow. They're in pot 3, so we're going to see who they face and stuff like that. So, yeah, I think they're still going to need to bolster their squad. But if they don't, they've had a good start. But you know, they Spurs, what Spurs do, don't they? I mean,
well, the thing is as well, but bringing in Kudus, you know what I mean? He's looking a real deal at the moment. In that system.
He looks good. I mean, listen,
he's bossing that midfield, man.
Even the chicken guy is looking good as well. You know what I mean? Right. Listen, he's looking good as well. You know what I mean? He scored a wonderful
Richard.
goal. Yeah, I mean, Richard. You know what I mean? But no, I mean, listen, big up, Static, man.
Static, big up, man.
What are you saying, brother? Big up to you. 8 likes. That's what I'm saying. Get those likes up, man. Come on, smash those likes up. But you know, the thing is Spurs have got City's number, and as you rightly say, D, you know, it's like, did he change? Did he respond? Do you know what I mean? Because their back 4, they're a little bit on the slow side, right? And they're easy to get. I think Rodri did come on, didn't really impact the game as such. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But Thomas Frank knew how to play them, closed them down, didn't give them no time on the ball, and because they played the high line. Every time, you know, they played at high line, you know, Tottenham were hitting them on the break. You know what I mean? They got Kudus, who's, as I said, really good, absolutely good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's something that I've been seeing with Man City right now. Yeah, is that they don't really have a preseason. Like it's almost like they'll throw a couple of games in. You don't know how we go out and maybe play 6-7 games. Yeah, City don't do that, and I don't know if that's by design.
Yeah, because
I'm sure their fans across the world, if they got fans across the world like us guys, but if they have got fans across the world, they like to see it. But I remember that they did this last season, and I wonder whether because they don't do that, there's not enough minutes in the legs that where they hit the ground running, because they do look lethargic, and you think after 2 games, how are you looking lethargic? And then you're waiting for Pep to just let's switch it, let's make 2 subs, let's do this, let's do that, even change the formation a little bit. You know what I mean? And it's like, okay, it's like for like, it's still that rigid system, and it works because what you want, like, because you see Haaland, right? Haaland doesn't create enough for himself as well, and maybe that's something that I thought he may have worked on in the summer. Like, stop relying on, like, sometimes just drop deep a little bit, get on the ball, and get a 1-2 going. Or just because this guy's like an armored truck. Like, players just bouncing off him. Like, just run at defenders. Go get the ball, run at defenders, and see what I want. And you're just looking for scraps. And you can't have a striker like that looking for scraps in that system.
But they had Reinders in there, Cherky. But I mean, Cherky got pulled. I think I just looking at the overview, and Bernard Silva came on for him in the 54th minute. So Silva,
Yeah.
I mean, the people that they had on the bench, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Right,
if you look at their bench, it's pretty stacked. I mean, Nathan Ake, Doku, Phil Foden, Rodri, Bernard Silva, you know what I mean? Nico,
that's a
Edison.
play.
I mean, I don't know what's happening with Edison. I don't know what's going on with Edison. I think he's linked with Al Nassr or one of them clubs in Saudi. So this Trafford guy, obviously he's coming. He started yet again, but he had a nightmare. And I think on the ref watch situation, they were saying that he handled the ball, but what McDermott was saying is that it looked like it was an accident, but then he followed through with his foot. So they're saying it should have been a sending off, but he got away with it. But then blatantly, when he done that pass, he'd done a pass out, and literally it was a nightmare. And then Paulina locked onto it and makes it 2-0. So massive mistakes. That's him. That's him, my static boy.
Man,
that's the man. Off the bar.
9, you know. Well,
Glock 9, 14. Yeah.
It's and these are the sort of things in City. You imagine Oscar Bob is keeping Phil Foden out the team, all this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? That's and remember, Oscar Bob was injured for most of last season. So you look at these things and say, what is Pep doing here? And then with Rodri, he's Rodri back in because you know it's like you have them bad injuries, right? He's got to trust the leg. He's got to go into a couple of hard tackles and see how the leg reacts. You know what I mean? And that's why I think a proper
he came on in the 75th minute for Renico.
Exactly.
Phil Foden came on for Oscar Bob.
That's right.
So it's like they didn't really make. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just that it just seems like Tottenham, as I say, seem to have their number. You know what I mean? It's their bogey team. I think Pep hasn't beaten them in 7 meetings or something like that. Somebody in the chat,
he's got their number.
It might be less or slightly more. I can't remember. I'm hearing the figure of around 7 or 8. I might be wrong, but he hasn't got a good record against Tottenham. And they say Thomas Frank just knows how to adjust the team. And if you don't give them, that's the thing about City. Don't give them time on the ball, because if you give them time on the ball, they'll punish you. They'll punish you. And what I like about Thomas Frank is that he knows how to adjust his game, depending on the opponent. He did PSG. Didn't give him no time. Obviously, they bottled it in the end. Being 2-0 up, and then PSG, cream always, they say, rises to the top, and then 2-0 up. They were 2-0 up in the what was it in the penalty shootout to only bottle that as well. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Big up Sean. This is Sean. Sean is a fellow BT man. I'm sure it's the same Sean. I know it's him. I think you also got to credit Thomas Frank, though. He knows how to settle against Pep. Yeah, no, absolutely. Even Brentford, when Brentford went there and beat them last season, or it was in their treble season when he went there and beat them. So Tom, he's a very good manager indeed. Big D, is it just the two? Normski, Big D, is it just the two of us? Did you see what I did there? A classic song, haha, as I will say, is just 2 more guests joining. Was it? Let's be like a Big D. Is it just 2 of us? Did you see what I did there? A classic song, haha. I was saying, is it just you 2 or are more guests joining? Oh, yeah. Listen, Kofi's in it. He said he's going to be in the chat. It's not too well tonight, so he's going to hopefully be in the chat. So prayers for Kofi. Ez can't make it tonight, and then JP.
And then JP's flying in. He's flying in tonight, actually. No, tomorrow morning. He flies tonight and lands tomorrow morning. Yeah.
So he's currently in America at the moment. So
I told you, call me in it, no.
We'll come on. We'll talk about your team. We'll definitely talk about your team.
Well, I've just got breaking news there with Grimsby.
What's that then?
I've just got breaking news with the Grimsby Town game.
Okay,
he's gone. He's gone. Onana, Maguire, Heaven, and that Tyler Fredrickson in the back 3. He's gone Delot, Kobe Mainu,
pressure,
and Ugarte and Ugarte and Dogo. He's gone Delau and Cunha in the 10s.
So which Sesko
up front?
Oh, okay. I was going to say,
but the truth is, Mbomo needs the run out more than more than Cunha.
He does.
But he hasn't started him, which is interesting. As I'm saying, I'm looking at this.
He's looking a little bit clunky, like
like he's not quite. So I'm looking at that saying
we can't talk. We're big lads, but you know what I'm saying. You know,
yeah, but I'm like, nah, Cunha looks good on his feet.
Oh yeah,
and Boma looks a little bit sluggish.
Cunha's gonna be a fan favorite for you guys.
Absolute I think he's a character as well. I like that about
him. Yeah.
But it's interesting that Onana gets the nod against Grimsby. I tell you what, we stink up this joint tonight. This should be a slapping, though, even with this team. Even if we say this is a little bit second, apart from Sesko and Cunha, it's a bit second string, really. Sesko, Cunha, and Patrick Dorgu have all been
I started to say, Big D, if your team loses to Grimsby tonight, wow.
Static. that is a sackable offence, my bro.
What's your prediction? I'm saying this now. He's asking your prediction. 1-0, 5-0, 10-0. What do you think? Respect to Grimsby, of course.
The nil is right. It has to be a clean sheet against these. Not being funny. Clean sheet, because Anar's got to prove himself. He's back in the team now, so Anar needs a clean sheet. And there's enough there to score at least 3-0. Maybe 4. Right. Okay. I think 5's a bit ambitious because we ain't been scoring like that. So a nice 3-0. This should be a training game, Norm. This should be a training game.
You need Sesko to get off the ground, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
And, let me just read, funny enough, let me deal with that now whilst we're there talking.
Yeah.
So just basically, so City, look, they're notorious for, we'll come on to that. Sorry, just sort of jumping all over the place, but City are notorious for slow starts, you know what I mean?
But,
do you know what I mean? I had them finishing second behind Liverpool and us now. I think we're getting Eze in, third. I went from fourth to third. But look, they're still a little bit disjointed. I don't know if there's something not quite right about Man City, but you just can't rule them out. You can't rule them out. And I know you're going to be meeting them not too long from now. So
I'm trying to find the derby. It's September, I think.
Are you away to them or at home?
I think we're at theirs. I haven't got a schedule, but I think we're at theirs.
But the thing about it, as I say, depending on how Amaran sets up, because obviously he likes this 3-4-3 thing, and he seems like is he still setting up as a 3-4-3 tonight as well?
Yeah. I just looked at it now. So Well, 3-4, kind of 2-1. Like the.
But I'm just thinking about if you are playing away to them to exploit their high line. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? And I think the only problem is your midfield D. That needs to do sorting out, and we will actually come on to that. So let me just quickly do that, and we'll come on to the topic of Manu and the whole thing of Amarin, still doing the same things, same issues. Is he going to learn by his mistakes? Obviously, at the moment, no. 28 games or 29 games now, and only 7 wins. That is probably the worst win ratio out of all the managers that you've had so far. You know what I mean? So,
His win ratio is very poor, Norm.
Yeah, very poor indeed. I mean, listen, he should win tonight. I'll be shocked if he does. If he doesn't, as you said earlier on, he needs to go. Simple as that.
Emergency board meeting.
Yeah, simple.
If he don't win tonight, it's an emergency board meeting for me.
Yeah,
I'm like, yep. So Jim, call the board in. Yeah, get it done, because honestly, this literally should be a training game. So
yeah. So just looking at the game, it was Aston Villa against Brentford. Brentford winning that game 1-0. Aston Villa currently sitting. Where are they in the table?
Just opening that.
I think they lost to Brentford. I can't remember the first game of the season. I think they drew.
Yeah, we're on table. Where are they? Villa are below us, believe it or not. So they're not showing it. They're just saying all that's on 1 point. 2 games -1 like us. 1 point -1 goal difference.
So they're sitting 17th currently.
17th, yeah.
Wow, yeah. I've just seen that. Yeah, I've just seen that, mate. 17th. Yeah, they haven't really made a good start. I mean, they lost Jacob Ramsey.
This is my guy Phil. You know, this is my boy from Coventry. He's baiting me. This is my childhood friend that's baiting me on a live show. All right, Phil, bro, you know we're a big club, but you know what? This is what I would say to Phil. I said this to my brother on Sunday. I can't remember the last time that we entered this competition so early. Because normally, because you're finishing.
Yeah, because you know what it
that's
is.
Right.
You're the Are you unseeded?
Right. Yeah, that's it. Because we finished so low with Spurs. With Spurs, that way we enter the competition in this round rather than the next round. So after the games tonight, they will draw for the next round, which will have all the rest of the Premier League teams in it.
That's right. Yeah.
So the mere fact
they've done a different seeding for it now.
But I think the teams from 11 downwards are all in this this game today. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Static, I'm getting baited up, man. I when we see him in the flesh, I'm wrestling, man. You know what I mean? He's a big boy like me, no. You know what I mean? So yeah, you might remember him from my party, you might remember him. He did a speech at my birthday.
Big up to you, man. Big up to you.
Yeah, Phil. Good lad. Good lad, Phil.
Big up to you. But yeah, I mean, Aston Villa. Yeah, listen, losing 1-0 to Brentford, and I thought with Brentford losing their players and stuff like that, I thought it was going to be a little bit worried. I was a little bit worried for Brentford, but listen, it's still early days. You know, we're 2 games in.
And they still have the issue on with the striker, with Wizard. Yeah. So I think Brenton are just trying to get the window closed.
Yeah,
because I don't think they can afford for him to go.
Wait, the thing is, Newcastle, obviously, they're looking at Larson and they're looking at Wissa. Those are the 2. I think if they get those 2...
This is Larson from Wolves, yeah?
Yeah. He scored last night when he scored the last 2 goals to come from behind in 3 minutes. I mean, listen, it might be some people's cup of tea, but listen, I think if Eddie Howe gets hold of him, I think he will get the best out of him. Just like he took Joe Linton from being a striker, put him in midfield, and look at him. Do you know what I mean? So I really rate him. I do rate him.
If you look what he's done in an average Wolves team, he just needs to be amongst better players. Because he was still getting his goals. Even when Cunha got suspended, it was Larson that was keeping him in the league. You know what I mean? If he goes to a better club with just surrounded by better players, I think he'll cook them. I think he'll get his fair
share. Saying it's to do with European football. If you don't have the European football, you enter in this round.
All right, so it's not just about league position then.
So if that's the case, I haven't looked into it.
But you know what, Sean, that makes sense, though.
Either that Sean is trolling because Sean is an Arsenal fan.
Yeah, but he could be right there. He could be right there. That everyone that's not playing in Europe gets pushed into the early round of this cup. So
yeah. Just here, Norski goes. Remember when Arsenal finished 8th for second consecutive time with the fraud Arteta? Arsenal had to play round 1 for League Cup.
Round 1.
Arsenal won 6 away. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So it does make sense. No, he's not trolling. But I think to back up what you've just said, Sean, and then obviously what Static has said, does make some sense now. Thinking about it.
Oh wow.
Thinking about it, but I mean, listen, Aston Villa. You look, Unai Emery. He's took them from a long way, and they played a couple of last year they were in the Champions League. I think they missed out this last season, obviously. But they're currently sitting 17th. I mean, how do you see their season going, D? I know it's early days yet, but they've lost Jacob Ramsey. I can't see them losing any more players. They've still got Ollie Watkins there.
But this is what I'm going to bring up, Ollie Watkins. Now, Ollie Watkins was linked with a host of teams, so his head got turned. I actually think that Ollie Watkins doesn't get on with Emery behind closed doors.
You think so?
Yeah, something
is that the fact?
No, I'm not saying it's a fact. This is what I think.
Oh,
because
right, okay.
And the reason why I say that is that you remember when they had what's it there? Is it Jar Roman? No, the other striker that went. There was 2 strikers. Durant.
Oh, Durant.
You're right. When Durant was there was always his back and forward with the strikers. And then when Rashford went on loan, he was starting Rashford over him. And I was thinking, hold on. This guy comes in on loan and he jumps over you in the pecking order.
And the thing is, the January we was looking at, because you remember the whole situation.
That's right,
getting a thing. So he was edging for. He's a boyhood Arsenal fan as well,
right?
And
I think his head's been turned.
Yeah.
Which I think it's a problem. I think it's a problem.
Do you think? Because I still think Arsenal are still short in the. I know it sounds crazy because obviously I just don't think Havertz is a striker. Jesus is not a striker. They're both injured.
Nah.
I would be happy to go.
And you can't get rid of Jesus, can you? Because he's always injured. Well, when it comes time to sell him.
Well, there's that, and the fact it's on £265,000 a week as well. You know what I mean? Right. And there's talk with Havertz that they don't know the extent of the damage on his knee, whether he's going to have a knee op or not. So he's had an operation on his hamstring. Now it looks like he's going to have an op on his knee. Now,
that's him for the season, then, Norm.
Well, no? We don't know yet because we don't know the extent.
No, if he has a knee one, that's him.
If he has a knee one, possibly, quite possibly.
Well, at least till Easter.
Yeah, I wouldn't say to the season because it depends on what kind of damage he's done to it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it's kind of a keyhole thing going on, then it won't be that. But if he's done his ACL, which no one seems to have come out and said, because at the moment it's just everybody's quiet about it. We knew about Saka. We knew that Saka got his, pulled his hamstring. Fortunately enough, he's out for 4 weeks. But listen,
this is what I said about it, Norm. It's actually quite smart because the transfer window is still open. If they come out and say he's got an ACL, everyone knows you're desperate, and then you're gonna overpay. So it's better that they keep that to themselves until this. Just in case they want to do one more deal before the window closes. Yeah. But if teams know, he's out, Havertz is out for the season or out for. Then you're going to have to overpay. So it might be smart them not saying that.
Absolutely. That's
hold it down to the window closes.
You're right. Because then it's kind of a thing of, because the thing is, if GLOCK14 gets injured,
right,
who we're going to next? You know what I'm trying to say? All right, Saka's injured
false
now.
Nine. Someone in the false line.
We've still got now Madueke who can play on that right-hand side. And obviously when he did, he did okay for the 10 minutes when he moved over to the right-hand side. I still don't think he's comfortable on the left-hand side. But definitely on the right hand side, definitely.
And you still got Martinelli there as well, Norm.
Yeah,
I know. His form is very hit and miss, isn't it?
Yeah, Trossard. Listen,
Trossard as well.
Trossard. Getting that deal and everything. I still want to know what he's on, because obviously he went from 90k or 100k to whatever that is. So it'd be interesting to know. Look at is it Capology? Is it Capology that?
I haven't tried to open any of that stuff yet because I don't want to get thrown off. Nervous.
So I don't know what he's on, but it's going to make it even harder to sell him. Because he's in his 30s. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So I didn't get that.
Can he play in a false nine? No.
Well, that's when he ever come on, or when we've started, he's playing in a false nine. He's more of an attacking. You know what I mean? He can kick with both feet, but he's more of an attacking.
Wide man. Kind of coming in, cutting in.
But he's not a winger. He's not your traditional winger. He's not quick. But he's tricky.
Yeah, in that sense,
Whereas Martinelli's quick, but runs with his head down and has no end product. And
he's Rashford,
and he's got progressively worse and worse. Do you know what I'm trying to say? He's good tracking back. That's what Arteta wants from him. But now he's falling down the pecking order. He didn't even come on in that game. At Leeds at home. We're at home. He didn't even come on.
Yeah, which is telling, isn't it? It's very telling.
Is he going to stay with us? Is he going to? I mean, then that side of it with Eze. I mean, Eze is probably a better left-sided player than both of them, even though Eze is not a winger. But I wouldn't want him to play out on the wing. You know what I mean? Yeah, but Arteta is going to play him on the wing. That's the standard.
Because he's more of a 10, isn't he, Eze? For me.
Yeah, Eze's more of a 10, but
sits there and kind of
more of a left-sided striker. Left-sided. All his seems of his attacks comes from that side.
From that side,
the left side. But so people are trying to say, well, if that's the case, then he's a left winger. He's not a left winger. He's played left winger for Crystal Palace 3-4 times. He's not a left winger. He's a 10. That's what the Crystal Palace fans.
Yeah, because if you're in a formation, so if he came to us, he would sit in one of them 10s in that formation.
Like Cunha.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There you go.
It's like you say, guys. I want to go back to before about Thomas Frank. Him and Howe was a good coaches. It goes to show you that if you have a good coach, you can go to a team with more money and better players that elevates them. The other thing about it, I was having a discussion earlier on today, and I was saying, if you take someone like Glaffner from Crystal Palace, for instance, Now, I've seen Eze play, and I think that he's absolutely fan. The way he feeds Mateta, the fact that he can flow and glide across the thing, and just he's a free spirit. I'm worried that him going to Arsenal, that Arteta might coach that out of him. But the way he provided for Mateta was absolutely out of this world, bro. Out of this world. Now, if a Glasner, for me, took over this Arsenal side with Eze in there, I think we do bits. I think we do bits.
It's interesting you say about.
I think we win a trophy. I do really do think we win a trophy.
It's interesting what you said about.
Yeah, sorry, go on, mate.
About Glasner, because I've heard some of Man United content creators talk about Glasner, saying that if this one don't put his socks up and gets himself canned, that's someone that should be considered. I'm not saying like stamped in, but someone that should be considered just for what he's doing with Palace, with way less finances. And this is why I don't like the disjointedness. We can't spend all this money in the summer, replace the whole front three, and none of them have scored yet. You know what I mean? It's like, no, that doesn't work for me, you know? So it's going to be interesting. Like I say, tonight, tonight is tonight. But Arsenal's depth is the best it has ever been under Arteta.
Well, he's got no excuses. You're right. He's got no excuses.
He's got depth now. Obviously, the two injuries at the weekend.
But it's still, but look, Saka's gone out. Eze's there. You've got Dalman. You've got Ethan Manmiri. Do you know what I'm saying? You've got
Dalman played there at the weekend when he came on. He did. I like the kid. 15
what I'm saying is, yes, now we've got. I still worry about our midfield. I still think Zubimendi getting overrun sometimes. Yeah, he will come good eventually. He's a good player, but I just think that he might get overrun in a couple of games that I've seen him. You know, he'll have a right. Listen, playing in the La Liga, he has more time on the ball, so he looks good. But
I'm about to say that the pace.
When you come to the Premier League, the pace of the Premier League,
the pace of it,
he needs to adjust that. You saw that with Chertsky. You saw that to a degree. Chertsky. You've seen that a lot with Florian Wirtz. Man is looking at 150.
Oh he's been talked twice. He's been talked twice now. Back-to-back games.
Same thing, got pulled in that game. Bernard Silva came on for him, so you can see they're gonna have to learn and try and adapt. They're skillful, they're very good players, but it's just that they got to adapt to the speed of the Premier League. But Arteta has no excuse, Phil. He has no excuse now. He's got this over £1 billion spent.
He's in a billion.
Go and get in this Imperial anchor pay from Bayer Leverkusen, because he now could be that left back. Because he plays as he's a left centre back, but he's played in a free. He's played over 200 games for Bayer Leverkusen. So he's only 23. Very rugged. He's 6 foot, rough in the tackle. I think the only thing is he hasn't got the pace, but he makes up for that in terms of I was reading up on him, and some interesting facts about him, and I think. Him coming in and playing as a left back, I think he will do well there and push Lewis Skelly back into the midfield, or he'd be on the bench to cover his midfield. Then it'd probably be Calafiori, because now we've got another defensive player in. He
actually looks all right, Norm Calafiori. He looks all right now.
He's okay going forward, but defensively,
players.
He's not built. When he's playing as a left centre back, he's okay.
He's probably a wing back then, Norm, isn't he? He probably should be playing with a back three where he's allowed to just
get up and down. But the thing is, he leaves that. Listen, in that game against you guys, when we played you guys, look at both. He was getting cooked, and look at both flanks. Both flanks were getting cooked because why? They were inverting, especially Calafiori. Sometimes he was up by the halfway line, or even past the halfway line outside the 18-yard box, inverted, leaving that.
And that's why I'm saying. I wonder if a three. If a three would suit you sometimes, I know you won't. But sometimes I think a three would suit you guys, just because of the way those guys
infect. The opposite. You probably want Ruben to play 4-3-3.
That's right. Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Play 4-3-3 and accommodate Kobe Mainoo.
Exactly.
Because he's going to replace Bruno next year anyway. Yeah. If he stays. That's if he stays.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, Arteta needs to adapt and adjust to his tactics, you know what I mean? You don't want to become predictable. And the thing about it, when you look at someone like Eze, he's not your typical predictable player. He can make things happen. Right. I think if you look at our side, right, D, in terms of people that could probably change the game now, with Eze in there, I think he can change the game. GLOCK14, I think he can change the game. I think Gabriel Mangali's, in terms of his set pieces, can change the game. Saka can grab the game by the scruff of the neck, change the game. Do you know what I mean? We've got 4 or 5 players now that could actually do something in the game.
Right.
You know?
Because even that goal he scored, Saka, you didn't think he was going to shoot with his right foot. And he did.
And he's taking that,
everybody off guard,
and he's taking that centrally as well.
Yeah,
he's taking that centrally. So essentially, listen, Arteta has got a lot of good problems, but it's whether he's happy to make those problems work. Because he could actually, if he wants to, if Odegaard, he could drop. The thing is, he won't drop Odegaard. That's the problem. You could probably play Saka probably in that team. You
see, Odegaard has Bruno status. Stink up the joint, stay on the pitch.
There you go. There you go. Let me just go through these chats here, D. Naughty, Big D. Yes, but I'm waiting until the transfer window closes to wait for the official salaries for all players. Yep.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
Release and mentioned. Yeah, that's fair play. Yeah, we want to see that. Sean saying, but Eze has to start in the 10 at Anfield, though. Listen, we would like him, but you know what the situation has been, Sean. You know what Arteta's going to do.
It'll start in wide, Sean. It'll start in wide.
It will start in wide. It'll probably start Madueke on the right hand side because obviously Saka's going to miss that.
Yeah.
I want to see him in there. But if Odegaard is fit, apparently he's been called up for the Norway team. So if he's fit, he's going to start. And to accommodate, just as you're saying, the same with Bruno, to accommodate, if it means that he has to play Bruno in the 8 as an 8 or as a double pivot, that's what he's going to do.
Yeah. Always,
You know what I mean? So that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. Big up to Gavin, man. Big up to you, bro. People hit the like
Gavin,
button.
Big up, Gavin. Yeah, Gavin was on the other week, actually. Yeah.
I wonder if guys would do better with a better team with better players. Anything is possible. I guess, in my opinion. Listen, Sean
Deutsch, you know.
Eats bricks for dinner.
Literally, you know what I mean?
Glasner was already doing well before with Frank. That's right. I watched him and I thought fantastic manager and someone else. So I'm actually not surprised he's doing well for them. But the thing is, with what he's got to work with, there's a chance that he could lose game to Liverpool.
Yeah, that's still on the card, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think Liverpool do need a defender because Konate right now is having a bit of a nightmare at the moment. You know what I mean? He's having a bit of a mare.
He's looking like Virgil van Disney, isn't he? on his worst day.
I'm actually not surprised he's doing well for them. But when he won the FA Cup, that definitely surprised me. Well done, Glasner. Yeah, well done. Dowman is good. 15. What a player. What a player.
Crazy,
comes on. Same thing he did in pre-season. Yeah.
You just got to protect him, though, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Just got to protect the kid.
But, if you're old enough, you can play, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
The thing is, you can't.
In terms of, I'm talking about more managing his minutes moment. Rather
than absolutely.
Yeah.
But I think he will play him in like these home games. You know what I mean? I think away games he might sort of hold back on him. Do you know what I mean?
He don't even look phased, no.
30 minutes. He gave him.
He don't even look phased.
Anybody want to click this? Well done, Arteta. You gave him 30 minutes because normally he gives these youngsters, especially even when you give him a little 5 minutes here, a little 10 minutes here.
He gave the kid a good run out. Obviously, it was forced by the Saka injury, but he still give him a little bit of time, and he looked like he just slotted straight in them.
Yeah,
on that wide position there, and I was thinking, God, this kid's he's really confident, which is brilliant. Yeah. Good to see, man, because you're a kid playing against grown ass men. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is, man.
Yeah. Great player. 15 years.
Couple of hard tackles on him as well. I saw a few hard tackles on him.
Pre-season, what he done with Joe Linton. Do you know what I mean? So big up to him. Zubimendi and Wirtz will take time to adjust to the pace and physicality of the Premier League.
Definitely.
But watch them both at the business end. Or they will adapt. Yeah, you're a very good point there, Phil. Yeah. Definitely a very good point there.
That's what I thought about Wirtz. He looks like he's gassing out a little bit. Like he can't even believe this is the pace of the game that we're playing at. You know what I mean? It's just like, wow.
It's like GLOCK14. I mean, listen, your game, in the Man United game, he was gassing out. But I think GLOCK, he just needs more minutes. And I'm glad he got the 90 minutes, And that's because I think if Havertz was there, I think he gets pulled off at about 60. But you've got no choice now. And that's why I'm saying we're short still in that striker position. Yeah. It's either that, you take them off and then you play Trossard as a false 9. I don't know. If he gets any injuries, if any injuries happen to him, that's what's going to happen. California is good in attack, but poor defensively. Yeah, going to have to agree with that. Big up, Junior. Big up.
Man, like Junior, build yourself, man.
Big up to you. Root calls, long time, man. What are you saying? Big up to the man.
I like
the 3-5-2. Yeah, 3-5-2 formation.
See, this is what we could. This is what we should be playing.
I would like that formation.
Your wings, because then yeah.
Because because you can play like if you're playing. Just say if we do get this anchor play guy, he plays in a 3. So can you imagine? And you know, all these guys are giants. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they're quick as well. But
and that 5 in the middle allows you to really dominate games.
Yeah, and if that's the case, then if say you're saying their root cause, so that will be Saliba, whoever plays central, Saliba, Gabriel Mangalese, and Calafiori, maybe possibly Mosquera. Well, Tim. Well, no, but see, the thing is,
Tim can play central.
Yeah, you can play central
in the 3.
I think it's about the height. You know, it's Tim was short. Yeah,
true.
But he can play central.
So we probably play him in the 5 then, as almost like a wing back. Really.
Yeah, like a wing back. Yeah.
And
then you have your like in terms of your on the left hand side, you might play as a sort of like in the middle, so as wing backs. Yeah, so right hand side. Yeah, you would probably play Timber, left hand side, Skelly, and then you got the 3 in there. Yeah, you got Zubamendu,
Rice, and
I'd put. I'm taking Odegaard out and putting. I'm taking Odegaard out.
That's the thing, isn't it? I was trying to say Odegaard, but I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, that's why my man goes.
Because then you're expecting Odegaard then. Yeah. In the 5
and then you're playing like your two up front. Obviously, just
Gokras and
Saka.
Saka, yeah. Gokras and Saka, yeah.
Or Saka plays as that. Because remember, Saka plays
as a wing back
as well.
As a wing back, yeah.
But yeah, I like that formation. There's so much.
He got options with that formation.
Got lots of options there.
Same as Ruben. You know what I mean? He's going to play
it. Sorry, Big D, but I want Manu at Arsenal. Yeah, listen.
You know what?
There's talk about that.
It'll go somewhere.
Talk about that.
You can have him on loan if that's what they're looking to do. Yeah, I saw the Madrid thing.
So this is in the Daily Mail. Both Madrid Giants and a host of Premier League clubs are monitoring the situation with Manchester United midfielder Kobe Mainoo. Times are saying Manchester United are looking to end the transfer window with a fire sale of their unwanted players, and the Athletic is saying Kobe Mainoo is open to leaving Manchester United. Now, I was listening to Mark Goldbridge, and he was saying, "Listen, what's going on with this? This not true. This stop the hating. You know, it's just it's just the media trying to drive this agenda and basically pull down Man United and that." So he's saying Man United ain't going nowhere. So we have no proof of whether he wants to leave or not. I don't know. What are your thoughts on that?
This is my thoughts. I think it's a contract thing. He hasn't signed a contract. Now, when the contract was first offered, allegedly they were trying to lowball him, right? But then at that time, he's a regular in the England. He scored the winner in the FA Cup for us. He's in the team. He's in the team under Eric. I'm not saying a guarantee starter, but he's getting picked practically every week. And then this new manager comes in with a formation. In the summer, he said Kobe can play multiple positions. He's a good player. All the too much talking. That's what he said. Now, this weekend, he said, no. He can only play in one spot. He's competing for Bruno. What are you talking about? You just said that a few weeks ago in the preseason that he's talented. He can play multiple positions, and he hasn't. He's sold on a contract. So there's nothing to trigger the extension. Now he's still got 3 years on a contract, Norm. So I don't know where the contract thing came in. I think that people around him, whether it be the England setup or he's got mates that are not at Man United that are all in the Premier League. You know what I mean? They all have like that. They're all friends. So if he's saying that I'm on 22 or 24 grand a week, and he's got guys his age at Chelsea and wherever on 100 grand a week, then he's just like, you know what? I know my contract ain't up yet, but I need a contract extension. I need a better deal. So I actually think that because he's been stubborn, Ruben's been told not to play him. Because otherwise, I don't know what's going on here, because there's no way we need a goal in both games, and you're bringing on centre backs and Ugarte. No creativity. You go in route one, Harry Maguire, to get a header for you. And he nearly got one. Last minute, he nearly got one in the dying seconds. But that's really my point, is that this kid, we labelled him, maybe too soon, as a generational talent. And now we can't even get a game. England international can't get a game. So it's like, so if he wants to get game time to go to the World Cup, I would suggest we load him somewhere. Loan him to Madrid. I wouldn't loan him to one of the big six. That's for sure. I'd say, okay, go to Spain on loan with no option to buy. Because Bruno is done next season, bro. I think he's done now. I'm seeing Bruno have head losses, Norm. And I'm like, you're the captain, bro. What are you doing?
I mean, the penalty. Yeah, I was going to say about the penalty situation.
You know what I mean? Like, but that whole thing with the ref, bro, just shrug it off. You're the captain. So the players you're leading see you getting your feelings with the ref bumping into you. The ref wasn't even looking at him. I think he was actually saying something to some of the players to push back from trying to run in from the penalty. And he's clipped his shoulder or whatever. He said, oh, it took me out my routine. Okay. You know what you do? You say, ref, you took me out my routine. I'm starting my routine again. That way you can't say you're taking too long, say the penalty. And you pick the ball up, you compose yourself, you replace it, you go and do your routine, and you score, and we win that game, Norm. Not Bruno in his feelings. I needed an apology there and then. How old are you? 6 years old? It's like, bro, you behaving like your children.
Yeah.
Mommy, I need an apology. It wasn't me that broke the plate. It wasn't me that stole the sweetie. You know what I mean? I'm like, nah, Bruno, you're the captain, bro. The captain is supposed to be able to compose himself, Norm, reset, and go and bang that in what? This was like a rugby conversion, Norm. He absolutely skied it.
I'm still waiting for the ball to land.
Right. And I'm like, nah. I don't want to say that for my captain, Norm. You lost your head in an important game. Like I said to you, in the chat to you guys, we're -1 goal difference, 1 point, already +6, +7 behind Arsenal after 2 games, 6 points behind. Come on, man.
Yeah.
5 points behind. It's an acceptable, Norm. And if you're the leader, everyone's looking to you to say, okay, Bruno's got this, and he gets rattled by a bump from the ref. I mean, it's not like a fan ran on the pitch and spat at him or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then I could say, yeah, man, that was mad disrespectful. His head's gone here. And maybe I would have handed the penalty over to somebody else then. If you felt that badly about it, hand the penalty over to someone else then. That could take whoever your second one is.
I mean, some people were saying that, some people were saying that he come out and said that the penalty, he didn't miss the penalty because of the situation with the referee. He just missed the penalty. Just saying.
He's a man-child, Norms. He's a man-child.
That's saying, Big D, will Mainu ever play for Man United again?
He better, Static. He better. Because, like I said a while ago, Bruno's got 1 season left in him. And if we're led to believe that he's the natural replacement for Bruno, remember, he's only 20 years old, 21?
Something like that.
What's it, 20? Yeah, 20 or 21. He's got a good 10 to 12 years in him, Static. I don't want to see him going anywhere, because if Ruben gets fired, the next manager is starting this guy in a 4-3-3. Mainu's starting in a 4-3-3 and probably playing the advanced 8 in that system. So I don't want him going anywhere. If he goes somewhere, it needs to be on loan with no option to buy, just to get legs under him and to get him to get into the World Cup squad. So I think the kid deserves to go to the World Cup if he's playing regular football. He's not going to play regular football under Bruno. Bruno stunk up the joint, Norman, and still stayed on the pitch for 90 minutes. He's not getting minutes. If that's his only option under Ruben, it's to replace Bruno. Bruno does not get injured. Every now and again, he's going to get petulant yellow card, and he'll miss the odd game. He don't miss games.
He really gets injured.
Right,
really.
And he rarely gets injured. So that's telling me the manager's saying, I don't really fancy this kid in my system. That's what he's saying. But then if he goes for 100 million then, and then we go and buy the brother from Brighton. There you go. If you want to buy him, it's 100 million static. If you want to buy him.
Is it the reason why he's hanging about? Is it because obviously with the World Cup year and that? Because obviously if he goes to Saudi, I think he's saying like he wants to stay 1 more year or 1 more season. Is that any truth in that?
The thing is, I actually think Bruno is a Portugal fan favourite. I don't think he misses the World Cup if he leaves Man United. I don't see it. I'll be shocked. So him saying, "Oh, I'm staying because I want to go to the World Cup," no, because if Ronaldo's still getting picked playing over there. Why wouldn't Bruno get picked playing over there?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah. You have to remember.
But can
in
you
my
imagine
opinion,
100 million. If we just and that's down to Amarim, innit? I don't know what Amarim's doing. Big up Kwaja, mate. Big up to you, man.
Big up, my guy.
Big up to you,
Yeah.
bro. Big up to you, my friend.
So
always.
That's
always
what
there.
I would say. If you want Kobe, he's costing you 100 mil. There you go.
the way he missed the penalty, the ball was still rolling outside Fulham Stadium down the street.
Exactly, bro. Down the street,
brother. It went. Listen. It
was like I said, it's like a rugby conversion. It was ridiculous.
Smash up the likes for the channel. Smash them likes.
At least make the goalkeeper make a save.
Yeah.
It's just nah. We can't do that. It's
but yeah, no. I mean, listen. As well, D. Look, Amran, and you know, in the agenda I spoke about this earlier on today. I said Ruben still forcing the issue. Will he ever learn? Now there was a statement. I think that came up from He came out and was explaining why he didn't use Sesko against Fulham. And he said, Amran said in his pre-match interview, Benjamin has been with us for 2 weeks. He's trying to understand everything. We need to be patient a little. We just want to win and map the match and try to help all our players. Andy Gray,
apparently he said as well, no. Apparently he said, me add to that. Apparently he said that, he's not even in his own home yet. How many players have come to Man United and lived in the luxury of the Lowry for months until they found a place that their family wanted to live in? And still come. I don't want to hear that nonsense, man. You're a professional footballer on peas. You're at one of the most luxury hotels in Manchester.
Yeah, but it might not necessarily be him. It might be, that's what I'm saying about the manager, because Andy Gray has come out and said, I'm flabbergasted and staggered by Amran's decision. However, and said he could not understand why Sesko did not start. I don't get it.
Thank you, Andy Gray.
I'm flabbergasted. The ex-Scotland striker said on beIN Sports, I've moved to clubs for big monies during my career, and trust me, I didn't need 3 or 4 weeks to understand the team. Sesko is an international footballer and played the Bundesliga, cost more than 70 million. And you're telling me you can't go into the Manchester United team as a centre forward and play there? Come on.
Especially,
I must have, just let me just finish reading this. I must have missed something seriously. If you're a Man United fan, you want Sessa up there with Mbeumo and Cunha. He had a pre-season in Germany. He's fit and ready to go. I'm staggered. I don't get it. That was the statement from.
And this is what I was saying to JP 2 shows before the season started. I said, okay, this guy's coming in. Do not be surprised when Ruben benches him. He said, nah, he won't bench him. He's not benching him. That's impossible. What's he done? Benched him twice. I'm shocked he's starting tonight. I'm actually shocked that he's starting tonight. That he hasn't gone with a Mason Mount false 9 again against Grimsby. I'm not even knocking Grimsby. I ain't been to Grimsby. I bet there's some really nice people in Grimsby. I think it's a fishing town, if I remember rightly. They're known for their fish and chips and they're fishing. They're a fishing town. But come on, man. It's wow. You should be able to play the B team and do that.
Big up, Kawaja. Thank you for that subscribe, man. Appreciate it. I thought you subscribed to me, Kawaja. Come on, man. What are you doing here?
Yeah, man.
Big up to you, man. Big up, Kawaja. 11 likes. Come on, let's get those likes up, people. Come on. Binks, big up, Binks. What are you saying?
Man like Binks. Big up yourself, my guy.
It's a lady. It's a lady.
Oh,
it's not man. It's woman like Binks, not man like Binks.
Woman like Binks, you know. Big up yourself.
man. It's all good. Always see her.
Is she a content creator?
She's not. I'm not too sure, but I know she's always in Shane's chat, the breakfast show, cool. Everything else. She's big supporter of Shane. Big up to you. Manu is 20. He's 20.
Exactly static.
He's 20.
So if anybody that wants him, he's 100 million. If not, he's going out on loan to get some legs under him and make the World Cup squad. Yeah. So
big up, static.
But this is the thing, though.
Sticking around, bro. Yeah,
you send him on loan, and if what you said is true, we have no cover for Bruno. So he needs to stay. He may not want to stay because he's probably feeling disrespected. That scrubs are coming on the pitch before him when we need goals.
Yeah,
that makes no sense. You're putting on backs before an attacking midfielder, and we need a goal to win a game. You 2 of them at the same time. It's like, what are we doing here? Yeah, big scary jokes. But it's like, what are we doing here, Norm? And that's why I'm looking at this man with a side eye, you know. And I've been looking at the man up for the side eye from when we lost to Tottenham. No disrespect to Tottenham, but we're Manchester United Football Club.
Yeah.
When we lost that final to Tottenham, I said, am I overreacting here? Because I want him gone. That's what I said initially. When my head was just burst after that final, I said, sack him. sack him now. We just finished 15th, and you just gone and lost the final to it's the fishing town. Yeah, cool, yeah. That's what I thought. Never been there. I probably should go there because I bet their fish and chips bangs in it.
Okay, Big says her husband supports Man United and he's still giving him a chance. Fair play.
Biggs,
fair play.
I want to give him a chance, but he's not showing me anything. His stubbornness is because I saw it last season. I said, okay, he's had no preseason. He's come into the Lions' den into a train crash. But then I kept watching him playing the same failing players over and over again and benching certain players. He already had his favourites in a poor team. You can't have favourites in a poor team. Not in football, not in any sports. And he never adapted, Biggs. Not once did he adapt. And that's where I am, Norm. I'm like, I don't get it. He's not adapting. So if you're not adapting, you're not for me. Man United managers adapt. Yeah. You watch Fergie adapt all through his career. In the rebuilds, he adapts. He got plenty of transfers wrong. He probably won't admit that, but he's got a few wrong. He got more than a few wrong over his tenure. But you watched him adapt. He flipped his coaches. That's the other thing, Norm, the coaches. If Ruben stays, I want them coaches gone in the summer. Get me some new coaches if you're staying. You must have some more brethren over there that can coach. Because these lot are too young and too naive as coaches. Something I heard today, just a quick narrative on Mainu. Another content creator, he said, let me ask you this. Is Mainu the first one in that training and the last one to leave? Are the coaches going to Mainu and saying, don't you have a house to go to? Don't you have a home to go to? Get showered and get home. Because he said, if it's a player that's leaving training at 10:30, he's not serious about replacing Bruno. I went, wow, that's a bit deep. And then he brought a Ronaldo. He said, everyone be gone. Ronaldo's there in the rain. Beckham in the rain taking free kicks over them. You know them static.
Yeah.
He said, Fergie used to open the window and say, David, get the hell home. What you doing? You're gonna get pneumonia. Rain's coming down in Manchester. Man's still taking free kicks when the first team squad long gone. So when they were saying, man, bend it like Beckham, yes, he put the work in to bend it like Beckham. And they're saying, is Kobe doing that? Is he the first in and the last to leave? Is he being told to go home by coaches because he's still out there working on his craft? Is he?
Well, as Big said, Cameron and Arteta are long lost brothers, separated at birth. Same crap tactics with favourites, bro. You know what I mean? They're very
well, there
ruthless.
You go, Big.
They're very ruthless. They're very ruthless indeed.
Yeah,
very ruthless indeed. What do you think? What do you think of the Bend It Like Beckham movie?
That was a funny movie, actually. I was just like, would I have made it a movie? Maybe not, but hey, it made some money for somebody.
It made money, it made money for someone. You know what I'm saying?
It made it like Beckham, you know. Was it good?
I watched it. Yeah, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I watched it. But Beckham, man. Beckham. Right. Let's just quickly move on to our game. Arsenal 5.
Yeah, that was light work, Norm.
I got 5 on it, man. 5 on
light
it.
Work, bro. Light work.
Not gonna lie, you know, with the Eze, welcome home Eze, and obviously again on the agenda tonight, welcome home Eze, but we still need more work in terms of signings. Yeah, I still think we're lacking a second striker. I think we still need to get that left back now. There's a chance that there's Ankepe guy who I could pronounce his name earlier on in the stream. Piero from Bayer Leverkusen, Ecuadorian international, 200 plus games for Bayer Leverkusen. So he's well seasoned, still at young age, 23, could possibly come in and play that left back role. And I think going forward in terms of our midfield, so I'm looking at Moreno, Norgard. I mean, look, Norgard is 31. I don't intend to see him there next season. I want to go for Carlos Baleba. I know this man, you guys are looking at him. Yeah,
man, if you look,
I've been talking about this guy from time, bro. I need to get this guy. You know what I mean?
This why
need legs in midfield. You know what I'm saying?
No,
need legs in midfield.
I'm taking a loan out and getting that deal done. I'm saying, listen, guys, I know we're heavily in debt, but yeah, I need 100 mil. Well, not 100 mil. I need whatever it is, the deposit. Deposit's got to be at least 50 in it for a 100 mil deal. Got to be at least a 50 million deposit.
I mean, they bought him from Lille for like 20 plus.
Right.
Million. You know,
I remember I said he played with Lenny Euro at Lille.
Yeah,
Lenny knows him.
They're so good, and that could be an advantage.
Yeah,
but I suppose you got to look at where you guys are going to finish. Does he want Champions League and stuff like that? But you're a big enough club to attract players anyway. Cunha's come to,
which
and
we've done.
Mbeumo's come
Yeah,
to.
which we've done.
So you know what I'm trying to say. So I think he doesn't go anywhere this season. Personally speaking, unless you get some more money, so you get rid of some more players, and then we'll see where we're going.
Yeah, but this is what I would say. Just quickly, I would say that if he doesn't go anywhere this season, I think we get priced out of it next season.
Yeah,
I think he goes. I don't think he comes to us. I don't think we'll spend that money on him. That's why we'll drop the money now before everybody else comes in. You guys come in. Liverpool will look to strengthen. Real Madrid is always there. Barcelona is always there. Probably not Barcelona. Dortmund is always there. Not Dortmund. Bayern Munich is always there. Sorry. So yeah. But no. So the way I saw you guys just hang with that, I was like, I thought it would be nice to score 5 goals in a game. It would be nice. I was very jealous. I ain't even gonna pretend. I was like,
look. Okay, look. I mean, the game in itself. Okay, I think the whole bringing Eze back home, the number 10 shirt, linking up with Ian Wright and doing a thing and having that conversation, it was quite emotional. Very emotional indeed. And you know, this guy, you know, was let go. He was let go from Arsenal at a young age, but he was determined. And he said, I think in his interview with Wright, he was saying that every time he played at Emirates, it was almost like, you know, someone going up there and sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? Going there and sort of strutting their stuff to say, well, bro, if you're ready for me, you know, I'm there. But every time he went there, nothing happened. But he also said nothing before his time. You know what I mean? Now the time has come. You know, I think it's a Berta signing. I do believe it's a Berta signing. I don't think it's an Arteta signing. I think it's a Berta signing. You know, apparently he picked up the phone, you know, and phoned Arteta. That was brought up. And the rest is history. And as we know, you know, Spurs were in for him. But I just can't see this. He's a boyhood Arsenal fan. I just couldn't see him in a white shirt. I know people have gone the other way and all of that. I get all of that. I understand all of that. But no.
I think, you know, being in the academy, Norm, you know, he was in the Arsenal academy and Arsenal come back for you. Obviously, he got cut loose and then he's found his way to Palace and done very well. So if your boyhood club comes back in for you, it's just like a no-brainer, isn't it? You got to go home. You got to go home. No-brainer.
Yeah. But as I said, just going back to going there and doing what he did, playing coming and playing at the Emirates every time he came there. As you say, it was like a dress audition, but it just didn't happen. But as I said, nothing before his time, and he's introduced to the crowd. He comes down. You know, it's just brilliant. It was brilliant. Anyway, so you're thinking with all of that noise and the noise at the Emirates. I don't know, Finch, if you was there, if you actually went to the game or what. I know you was at another game. From what I remember, you was mentioning it in the Full Irish Breakfast. I think you was at a game, but I can't remember what game that was. But I don't know if you was at this last game. But listen, we started off as we do slow, and it took till I think the 34th minute. Ball, set piece FC, ole. On the penny, Declan Rice, Ewan Timber. And for me, Ewan Timber was definitely the man of the match for that game. 2 goals, 1 assist. Fantastic, moving up and down. Probably one of the best right backs in the league.
Yeah.
I think the thing is with Reece James, he gets injured too often. And he's never.
He does, It's not. That's not reliable, is it?
And then, you know, we make it 1-0. And I think there was one chance that Leeds had. And it was a header straight at Raya. He palmed it over. I think that was the only real big chance that they had. Other than that, we was comfortable. Leeds didn't really offer nothing. If we look at the stats that we had what in terms of 5 goals, 18 shots to their 3. We had 5 on target. They had 1 on target.
68% possession, Norm.
So we controlled it. And then we took off it. But what was fantastic was because a lot of people were saying that GLOCK14 finally off the mark. Some people were saying he's wearing Timberland boots. He looks clunky. I think he's going to need time. He said in his post-match.
He's a big unit, though, Norm.
But the thing is, he's a unit. Yeah, he's a unit, D, but he's well chiseled. Yeah, not to say.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know, I'm trying to say he can move, he can shift. You understand? But I think he needed that 90 minutes. And I think if our Havertz was not injured, I don't think he gets that 90 minutes. So I'm not saying I'm glad that Havertz got injured. I don't put any injury on players like that. You know what I'm trying to say? But it's a blessing in disguise.
Yeah.
He gets his 90 minutes under his belt. You know, made that goal from Silva, a ball over the top behind from Calafiori, runs the team, beats 2 Leeds. Now, Talk Sports. What's the guy? What's the ex-Chelsea guy? That does talk sport, and he's always having a go at us. I can't remember his name. Guys, put it in the chat. You know.
Oh, there's a night show.
Yeah. Talk him and they're always having a go at him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know you mean.
The ex-Chelsea guy. You know what I mean? He hates us basically. Basically he's saying, "Oh, you Arsenal fans, you get on my nerves. Yeah, you're doing all that Glock thing and all that." You know, they were cussing him and saying, "Jason Cundy, that's it." He was cussing him. They were cussing him and saying, "Oh, you know what I mean? He's not going to do well against Premier League defenders and stuff like that." The thing is, once he gets his match fitness back and that, he'll cause a lot of problems. He's not frightened. I mean, listen, he tussled with De Ligt. De Ligt probably had the better of him in that Man United game. But there was one occasion when De Ligt just bounced off of him. Big thing. Yeah. Literally bounced off of him. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think once he gets, you know, his match fitness there and, you know, gets used to that. I like if Eze could link up with him, because I've seen Eze, how he links up with Mateta, for Crystal Palace. If Eze can do the same thing that he does without Arteta coming in and interfering with him, then I think we will get goals. And I think he will get 15 to 20 goals. I really do. He's already got 2, so he's got 18 more to get. Do you know what I'm trying to say? 2 and 2. Do you know what I mean? Gets the penalty. Max Dowman, absolutely generational, comes on, done it in pre-season, comes on, gets a foul against him, you know, clips him on the steps on his toe, goes down. Some people saying they should have given it to Max Dowman, but I think you needed to give it to Glock, you know, because he needed to get that under. Because I remember in that game against Man United, when a ball was put over the top and he tripped over it, I was thinking, what's going on there? Do you know what I mean? So and then Ewan Timber gets another from another set piece, ball on the penny from Declan Rice. Calafiori sort of latches onto it. Ewan Timber then just sticks his foot out, puts it in the top of the net, and then we get in injury time, 95th minute. Gokker's getting the penalty. Powerful. I don't know if you saw the penalty. You see how powerful he hit that ball? Yeah. I watched again. He's known for that. So we go 5-0, 6 goals, none conceded. We go away to Liverpool at the weekend. Now,
that's a huge game,
guys, put it in the chat. What is your prediction for Arsenal away to Liverpool? Now, my heart says 2-1. But my head is saying 2-2. My head is saying 1-1. My head is saying 1-1. But the thing, the reason why I'm saying,
I reckon 2-2.
I think there's going to be goals. I think there's going to be goals, D. But you know what it is, because I'm looking at if Gyökeres can isolate and get 1-on-1 with either Konate, I know more Van Dijk will probably be able to handle it. But you can get at Kurtzky, on the other side. But we have to have the mentality to take the game to them. It's it's a hard enough place as it is. When we were there last season, we go. I think the time when we went was 2-0 up. Then, when I think it was when Granit Xhaka, 2-0 up, and then he riled the crowd, and that was it. 12th man came in, and then we end up drawing that game. So we have to go there with a mentality, not to go there to lose, go there to win. Because Arteta's put this thing in their heads that any game that he seems to approach he goes in there not to lose. You've got to go in there and win it. You've got to go in there and win it. Do you know what I mean?
Talking of not to lose, I'm just seeing. They've just come out on the stadium. Stadium's really small, Grimsby. It looks like it's a very there's not many stands there. Like they've got single tier stands and stuff like that. So so it's not a good capacity.
Yeah.
And you never guess who got the armband back. Slabhead.
Yeah.
Got the armband back, mate.
How's that guy still there?
I'm telling you, man.
Chelsea can have him. Bigs, that's just reading some more chats here.
Yeah.
What's Big saying there? I was rating at Odegaard as usual. It was a boring game. Yeah. Odegaard just wants too many touches. You know what I mean? Too many touches. Big up to Robert Prudence. Binks, did you see the Burner Boys? The 5 Burner Boys. You know what I mean? That was some mutant Arsenal fans. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bring up to Jason Cindy, as some people
Jason
call
Cindy,
him.
Yeah, there's him and the Tottenham guy that does talk sport at the night time.
Yeah.
Forget his name.
What's his name?
Is it Adrian Durham? Not Adrian.
No, not Adrian Durham. He's Peterborough.
Oh no, he does. Yeah, he's to play for the Spurs.
He's played for Tottenham.
Forget his name.
I can see his face. Yeah, us old days, man. We just can't remember anything again. Put it in the chat, people.
Cundy and the Tottenham brother.
Yeah, he used to play for us. We let go of him, and that's why he's got it against us. Robert Prudence, I saw the clown talking about the Burner Boys was right there watching the AFTV circus. Yeah. He looked like Captain Pug. Sorry, Captain Pug was. Oh my gosh, you guys are funny. So just quickly go through these. Victor Gokwen needs to be careful taking penalties. Be careful not to injure knee. Yeah. No, he can 2-2. Yeah. Just go for 2-2. Our last win at Anfield was 2012. Yeah, that was Cavola and Podolski. That's like nearly 13 years ago. Jeez, he was playing in that. Blue kit. Let's see, 2-1 Liverpool. Best we can hope for is a draw. Robert is going for 2-2.
Yeah, that's what I think as well. I think it's a Desmond there, boy. I think you cancel each other out, you know.
Who does mixed in Quasimodo? Oh, they're really.
These man's are already stretching us, you know. These man going Route 1 football. Yeah, all stretching us, man. They're going Route 1 football. Saying.
Sesko full debut today. What do you think, mate? Yeah, D, this one to you. Sesko full debut today. What do you think?
Unless he's gassing out, I'm giving him 90 minutes.
Oh, Jamie O'Hara.
That's it. Jamie O'Hara. Yeah. I'm giving him the full 90, and I'd love to see him get a brace and just break his duck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes, everyone will say it's only Grimsby Town, but it don't matter. Goal is a goal, man.
Yeah.
So,
but D, yeah. So look, 5-0, as you say, and we go to Super Sunday to face Liverpool. If we can listen, I looked at our fixtures, the first 5-6 fixtures, and after Liverpool, we have the international break. Then we come back, we play Nottingham Forest at home, Man City at home, and then Newcastle away. Now, out of those 18 points, if we can get 12 to 15 points, I'll be happy. Yeah, I'll be happy. I'll be happy. I think we might now have a chance against. I think City is still struggling at the moment, but as I say, they tend to start off slow. And Pep, when Pep sort of gets into them, then it could be a different story. But I think it's best to get these games out of the way. You know what I mean? Get these games out of the way. I think it's best to get these games out of the way and then see how we go. But there was just another thing I saw here.
I'm just looking at ours as well, Noah, while you're on that. So we have Burnley away, home to Burnley, away to City, home to Chelsea, away to Brentford, home to Sunderland, away to Liverpool.
Okay, how many points do you get from that, D?
Jeez. Okay, we beat Burnley 3 points. I think we beat City. Surprisingly,
are you at home to City or away?
We're away to City.
Okay.
But I think we've always played better at the Etihad than we ever played.
I said to you earlier on, D. I think because you got pace in your side. Yeah. You got Ahmad, you got Mbemo. I think he needs more.
Run at them. Run at them. Run them to death.
They play a high line.
Chelsea, I think we draw the Chelsea game at home.
What?
I don't know why I say that. Brentford away, we beat Brentford. I think Mbemo by then is up to speed. He goes home and cooks.
Okay.
Sunderland should be light work, but then it's Sunderland. It should be light work.
It's Sunderland. Yeah. It's Sunderland.
Liverpool at Anfield. Ooh.
Was it 7-up was last time?
Bro, I'll take a point at Anfield. I'll say that now.
Right.
On the 19th of October, I'll take a point at Anfield. Home to Brentford, we should beat them.
Right.
So I think we only drop points at Anfield. We drop points with Chelsea as well at home, I think.
Right.
Everything else has to be winnable. Otherwise, this fan base is going to just turn on this brother. Yeah, he's got to get that first win. And Burnley has to be it. As in, I can't count the Grimsby because it's Grimsby in League 2, right? And it should be a no-brainer. But it's a little tight stadium. The fans are right on it. It's really nice, actually. I actually like that. We like it's like grassroots kind of.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and it's as you imagine, it's a full house, Norm. You know what I mean? I look at they're just scanning around the stadium. There's not an empty seat in sight, mate. And I'm thinking, and they're up for it, which is brilliant. It's good to see.
That's good, man. Good.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, just a quick one here. David Ornstein, Alexander Isak, Johan Wissa, Mark Gay, Gianni Donnarumma, Garnacho, we now know is looking likely to be going to Chelsea, £35, £40 million deal. Nicholas Jackson could be on his way to Bayer Leverkusen, I think, on loan.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not anywhere.
One of them German clubs, I can't remember which one. Christopher Nkunku, Rasmus Højlund.
The Rasmus still no. Yeah. So just quickly, no, hold on. I snapshot it for earlier. So Napoli are confident to get Rasmus still done. Talks in the final stages. Loan with buy option clause to become mandatory for a fee close to 45 million euros package. Contract.
Is that obligation? Is that obligation or option?
No, they're saying it's mandatory that you buy, because this is what Rasmus is saying. If I go on loan, I don't want to come back to United.
Okay.
If I go, that team needs to buy me.
Yeah.
So if you want me gone,
he's going to put that in his
contract.
Contract. Yeah.
Right. And then the contract will be till 2030. And they're just saying waiting on exit terms.
Yeah, it just didn't work out for him at Man United. No, just didn't work.
Well, we have too much of him, though. Like I said before, that's way too much of him.
Let's hope Sesko don't turn out like him as well, D. You kind of pay the sort of the same price.
We have,
as well. You know what I mean? So it's a bit of a mad thing there. RV Elliott for Liverpool, I think that probably get nearer done near deadline day.
I'm shocked at that one, Norm.
I am. RV Elliott.
He's not a bad player.
But maybe West Ham could have done with someone like him. I don't know. You know what I mean? He's
not going to want. He's not. I don't think he's going to want to go to West Ham though, because he won't want to get relegated. I think West Ham are going to struggle to get players because people look at them and say -8 goal difference after 2 games. That's like, yo, stay clear of that. You know what I mean? It's not attractive, Norm, is it? Not being funny.
I feel sorry for Potter, I was going to say.
And any West Ham fans in the chat, I know your brother-in-law and your nephew West Ham fans up. I'm sure they're like bears with sore heads, because after 2 games, you can't be -8 after 2 games. That is shocking.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean?
And just by the way, if my nephew Darren, West Ham, big West Ham fan, he tends to ring me when we get beaten by them. I haven't heard a little dicky bird from him. So Darren, if you're watching this, Mr. Darren Crooks, if you're watching this, Mr. West Ham,
no one go full government.
Are you okay, Darren? Are you okay? Are you okay, Darren? Are you okay? Are you okay, MJ?
Just send me a video and blink twice.
But listen, Kobe Manu, as you know, don't know. I mean, listen, they're saying his future's up in the air, but I think he ends up staying. He's playing.
He starts tonight, Norm.
Yeah,
I want him to really put in a performance. I know it's Grimsby again, but I want him to just show what he can do in the moment. Yeah. And I think he's probably a little bit rattled, which I don't want to see. But Kobe on the ball, I'm just like, I just feel like he has to have a good game tonight, just because of all the media pressure. I think it is media.
Big up, Sood, man. What are you saying, bro?
Yeah.
This guy is the one I said is all the way in Australia, right? So he's in the future. He's ahead of us.
Good stuff, man.
So big up to you, Sood, man. Big up to you every time. And Sood, me and you are good friends, man. I know you like to go after Shane and Aaron and all that, but me and you, we're like this, bro. Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Yeah. But according to Fab today, according to Fab, he was saying there was a meeting today with Kobe and his agent, Man United and Ruben. I don't know if there would have been a meeting with a game happening tonight. I don't know, but that's what Fab reckoned. There was a meeting mid-afternoon. So I hope that Kobe didn't go to that meeting and get annoyed in that meeting, because he started him. So I'm saying, hopefully the meeting went well. Otherwise, I'm not sure he would have started him even against Grimsby. Obviously, he's rested Bruno and given Slabhead the captain's armband. So there's that as well. But, Kobe shouldn't be on this list, Norm. You know what I mean? He shouldn't be on this list. No. But they're saying he's on it. So we'll see.
Right. Just quickly, the first name I read out there, Alexander Isak. Obviously, Monday night football. What a game. Yeah. I mean, listen, if Crystal Palace had an Isak, Newcastle had an Isak playing, do they win that game? Do they win that game?
I think they do know.
The situation is. I mean, D, how do you feel about it? Because I know. Look. February says that Alexander Isak maintains clear stance since July. He wants Liverpool move, no changes after recent talks. Apparently, the top guys went around to his house to sit down and have a chat with him, but it doesn't seem like it's got any further. Yeah, the top brass went around to see him.
But can they trigger this 1 year on him, or is he?
I don't know. Again,
because it's something I was wondering that if they got a trigger on him.
I'm sure he's got 3 years left on his contract anyway.
Well, that's the problem then, isn't it? That's a huge
problem.
You know
what I mean? But the thing is, listen. But the guy. I mean, do you think he's out of order for doing what he's doing? Listen, GLOCK14's done it. You know, and Bremo, I wouldn't say he did it. He didn't make much noise. Yeah. But GLOCK14 did it.
But
is GLOCK14 and his agent hypocrites, or or is it worse what Isak is doing at the moment?
No, because Harry Kane did this, and there was and because Harry Kane was England captain, it wasn't spoken about like this. It was nowhere near as high profile as what's going on here with Isak. Right. You know what I mean? But Harry did the exact same thing. He said, we had a meeting. I was promised. That's what he said as well. I'm promised that I can go in the summer. And now you're holding me hostage. It's just a carbon copy of Harry Kane. Unfortunately, he changed his skin color. And I don't want to even go down that road, but that's just what it is. And the same lenience that was given to Harry didn't get stripped of his England captain armband for doing that. And so if you've said that he could go, then you should have gone and look, because the mere fact they were looking for strikers, Norm, early doors, that's why I believe Isak that he was told he could go, because they were looking to replace him early doors, but they wanted to get their strikers in before they cut him loose. And because everyone was turning them down, they said, well, now he's got to stay now because we can't get a striker in. So I actually believe Isak that he was promised he could go. Is that the right way to go about it, going on strike when they still pay your wages? Maybe not, but he's not the first player to do it, Norm. So we can't just pick on him or gang up on him like the media are doing and put him in the papers every day. He's on every Twitter feed, on whatever. And you're like, well, hold on. Bare players have done this when they've been promised that they can get a move. I think what goes against him is the 3 years on his contract. I think if he had a year to go, I think that deal's already done. If he has a year to go and he's not signing, that deal is already done. He's already a Liverpool player. So, and if he only wants, it's like Garnacho, he only wants Liverpool, only wants Chelsea. 3 or 4 clubs came in for him. I only want Chelsea. So now we can't sell him because he only wants Chelsea. So until the Chelsea deal's done, we're stuck with him, and that will get done right at the end. So there's no possibility to really replace.
I mean, because obviously Chelsea are wanting to, because I think you want around about 50 mil for him, but it's looking more like the 35 to 40. That's what Chelsea.
Yeah, well, like I said earlier, Norm, you can't trash a player and then say, he's worth 50 mil after you just trash him.
Yeah. Fair play.
What are we doing? Yeah.
Well, say it's pure profit. So
yeah, exactly. Cost us 500k, Norm. 500k cost us. Yeah.
Yeah, better than nothing. How's the game looking? Because I see you.
Well, we're actually on top now. But we was getting peppered a little bit early doors there. I'd be like, these are, you know what? But that's what they're supposed to do, Norm. Try and catch us cold. So they were trying to catch us cold.
Yeah, but I think once you settle down, you get the ball on the ground. Yeah, I know it's a small stadium and that, but
a couple of crunching tackles running as well.
Cream should rise to the top.
It better, Norm. It better. And how
So just to read this chat from Susie, because at the end of the day, I'm not a fan of players going on strike. They have professional contracts. Any professional should know that verbal communication needs to be written into the contract. It's a shame. It's a shame that it's happened. You know what I mean? And with the amount of players that Newcastle have missed out on, you know what I mean? It's difficult for Eddie Howe as well. And even that game, I mean, what a game, as I say, what a game. Rio getting the winner, 16 years old. You know what I mean?
I was happy for the kid.
The what's the name? Presence of mind to Slobosly, the presence of mind to dummy that. And listen, Salah did nothing in that game. Did nothing.
Yeah, it was very. Yeah, he does that. Don't know.
It's another GALs and assists.
He does that, doesn't he?
Now some people
goes missing, and you say,
listen. Some people would say that Newcastle were lucky, and to be honest, 11 minutes. I think that was right. The 11 minutes injury time is right. Some people, why are they getting minutes? 11 minutes.
That was right.
They're on Liverpool side. Now you're hearing excuses now. Oh, they're giving Liverpool 11 minutes to go and beat blah blah. No,
it was about right. No,
that was about right, because he had the head injury. You had what's name down as well. So Joe Linton was down and that. So no, it was right. Now the thing is, with that 11 minutes, I remember Shane was talking, big up Shane, and he was saying that at that point, you would have thought that Newcastle had 11 men because the way they were on top.
Oh yeah, big time, no.
Do you know what I mean?
It. Yeah, and you saw it. It was like,
all right,
wow.
You know, Slot came out and turned around and said like that wasn't a game of football. That's like rugby. They were just throwing in long balls and that. He said he didn't really class it as a game of football. But listen, when you're playing 10 men and you're up against it, because look, after 2-0, you know, the 20 seconds after the start in the second half, you know, TK comes out, scores, bang, you think game done. And then to see Newcastle, the spirit, the mentality, the stadium was raw, because when they got that goal back, you're thinking, right, brilliant, you know, 2-1. And then Kirkus, I don't know what he was doing, Bruno Guimaraes overpowered him, didn't even jump for the ball, makes it 2-2. Well, no, sorry, makes it 2-1, sorry. Then Elusu came on as the striker, ball over the top. I don't know what the Liverpool defense were doing, and makes it 2-2. That's 10 just men.
Napping. Yeah, just
10 men. Yeah. And then it just in the 100th minute, as I say, you know, they pushed up. You know, I just thought they were unlucky. It was not disgusting, as some people would like to call it, disgusting behaviour. No, it wasn't disgusting behaviour. Some people was describing it as disgusting behaviour, and Eddie Howe didn't have a clue. Well, bro, them man don't know football then. You know what I mean? Because if you're in the ascendancy, listen, you know the amount of times Arsenal back in the day won games with 10 men. We have the best record for winning games with 10 men.
10 men, yeah.
Right? So come on. Yeah, just not go out there and play football. Because typically, if it was us, we would have probably shut up shop, and Arteta would have settled for a draw.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing, yeah.
That's what would have happened.
Because you know, I think Liverpool, obviously, you know, it's early doors. You're trying to keep with the pace, so Liverpool couldn't afford to drop points. Yeah. But yeah, when I was watching the game, I was saying you actually wouldn't know that Newcastle was a man down. The way they were still pressing and trying to get that goal back, then they get the goal back.
I mean, it's unfortunate. Wow. Listen, it was a red card. Gordon come from about 25, 30 yards. You saw the mark down Van Dijk's leg. Yeah. Listen, you know, he come out and apologise for that, wasn't it? But it was the occasion.
Just let himself down, didn't he?
Yeah, it was the occasion that just got to him, and you know what I mean. I think if they at 11 against 11, maybe the game would have ended as a draw. Maybe.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe it would have ended a draw. I just think, you know, with them missing out on Isak not being there, they played Gordon as a false 9. But I'm thinking if they brought that youngster off, that Lusu guy, I think he's half Nigerian or whatever.
Right.
You know, they brought him off the bench, and I'm thinking, why didn't he start him? Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
But you know, they and now he's ended up going to miss 3 straight games.
And there's something we were saying earlier about what we're not seeing in training. When we're saying, why is this guy not getting minutes? Why is he not starting? But then, like, I think if we got to spend a few days in a training facility, which is not going to happen, you know what I mean, unless you're pressed or whatever, then maybe you would see, well, you know what? He's not quite doing enough in training to get the nod over someone that's playing poor, which is always a red flag as well, that if someone's playing poor, constantly starting, staying on for 90 minutes, and you're not getting a game, you're like, well, is it personal, or is it I'm just not doing enough in training? So he's not, or he just simply doesn't fancy me for whatever reason, and in that system. Because if like with Kobe, I say if the manager's saying I can play anywhere attacking, then big up
Leo, man. What you say, brother? Big up to you, bruv.
And so you look at that and you say, if I can play anywhere in the attacking system, and we need a goal and we're not getting minutes, then is that a problem with him, or is it a problem with me as the player? So then you look at that and you say, well, like I said earlier, am I the first one there and the last one to leave? And you know what I mean? Am I going to the coaches and saying, listen, man, I'm going to get some better legs under me. Give me some routines that I can do just so I can be quicker on the pitch in football boots. And you work on yourself away from the first team in terms of let me improve myself. Because he's 20 years old now.
Yeah.
So the truth is, you in hindsight, you're thinking he's got another 12 to 14 years of football in him if he can get a bad injury. So he's got bare time to be the guy, you know.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
he shouldn't be discouraged by this, because you have to remember, we're seeing now, we'll never have a Fergie again. Never have a manager for 2 decades. So he knows a new manager could come in at any at the blink of an eye and fancy him and say, no, we're going back to a 4-3-3, or what we talked about earlier, the 3-5-2. I actually like that one, Norms, the 3-5-2. I don't know why I like that one. I just like when we were discussing it, I went, Norms is right here. Someone suggested it. But when we broke it down for your team,
Roots,
that can work.
Root calls.
That can work for you guys as well. Yeah, Root calls. Yeah, nice one, Root. Big up. So
big up Yasser, man. We say, man, big up. Go and subscribe to Yasser. Put his channel in the link. If you don't mind, Yasser, put it in the link. Big up to your 600 plus subscribers as well. Big up to you.
Yeah.
Big up to you. Big up to you. But yeah, there's one other thing I wanted to talk about just quickly, and that's obviously, obviously the window's still open. We haven't got long to go. And I did say we was linked with her, but listen, it looks like we're going to be getting rid of Kivior.
Yeah.
Now, we bought this guy for about 27 million. Now we're selling him for 26 million euros. It's about 21 million pounds. I think take the money. Take the money.
Yeah. It's not really worked out.
Reece Nelson. Look, he was listen, Reece Nelson, we're hearing now Crystal Palace are interested in him, because I know Fulham were looking at him, but we're talking something like 15 million pounds. 1-0 Grimsby. 1-0 Grimsby.
Nah,
is it 1-0 Grimsby?
Unless I'm lagging.
Gavin L just said 1-0 Grimsby.
Nah, it better not be. I must be lagging.
Come on, lose it now. Lose it, Big D. Lose it.
1-0 Grimsby for real. Brother. 1-0 Grimsby. Grimsby town. The fishing town is coming for us.
Grimsby. Hey, Grimsby.
Oh, they're going nuts now. They are going. Shirts are off and everything. The fans are swinging. They are going nuts, mate. Someone's probably going to get a yellow card for this celebration.
Where's Cisco?
1-0
Mr. Grimsdale. Hey, Norman's with Mr. Grimsdale.
He gave his captain the night. So the captain he never benches, he gave the night off.
1 million up.
Yeah.
What's going on, man?
Took it well. Left Onana. I'm just gonna.
And I think Big said Man United not scored, and then Gavin came in with 1-0 Grimsby. You couldn't write that, bro.
Hold on.
What have I just seen from Quad?
Who's that? Who's falling asleep there?
I'm not.
The right-sided centre back, the Federico brother.
He's getting sacked in the morning.
You know what?
In the morning.
Onana goes off right and gets beat in his near post. I kid you not. That's a savable. Norms. His brother. Get me a new goalkeeper, Norms. I'm done with both of them. He gets beat at his near post when he's that side of the goal. He gets beat. Norms.
He's getting sacked in the morning. Sacked in the morning. He's getting sacked in the morning. D, what's going on, man? What's going on with your manager?
Huh?
What is going on with your manager?
Bro. So
what
you drop
Onana doing?
That's what I'm saying. Onana goes over to his right side and gets beat there.
Are you still linked with that Lamine? Is it that Lamine?
Yeah, apparently we are. Yeah, Lamine or
he must be sold. Onana
has to go now.
Be sold.
Ruben's pacing up and down, right?
Saying Onana is a scrub. He's a scrub Grimsby.
Absolutely. I mean, the camera just panned to Tom Heaton, you know. The camera just panned to Tom Heaton on the bench to say, yo, Tom, look at Bruno's there, you know. Bruno's like this. Bro, Calamity FC right now. Inter Milan.
Has the Leopard changed its spot, D? That's the question.
No.
The Leopard?
He benched him for 2 games.
Ruben's still forcing the issue. Will he ever learn? That's the question.
Oh, my goodness. You gave Slabhead the captain's armband, right? I actually probably get it, because the team he's picked, it's only probably Delo that probably could have got it over him, and he's not going to, yeah.
I don't know why United didn't go for Ramsdale better than what they have at the moment.
Yeah, you're probably right, man. You're probably right, too, yeah.
And yes, I told man about Amrim. Yeah.
And I said,
He's a
well,
fraud. He's a fraud, man.
Norms, no, Norms,
He's a fraud.
Norms knows what I thought after the 15th place. And once he lost to Tottenham, I wanted him gone. I'm not even going to pretend. I wanted him gone. I said, no, he lost to Tottenham, man.
Wow.
And then he came out saying, hey, you know what, being in Europe, probably wouldn't really benefited us. And bro, what are you talking about? The more games, the more you can rotate your squad, the more everyone stays happy. One game a week doesn't keep a squad happy. And then he's saying that he's willing to accept the Manchester Five that don't get moved on. He'll embrace them back into the squad. How? How do you embrace them back into the squad, bro? When they all know that you wanted them gone, how do they come back to training and just slot in? It's naivety, bro.
This is crazy.
That was poor defending and shocking goalkeeping. You might as well just left Ben Yedder in goal, Norm. I don't know what he's doing.
As Sesko had from what you've seen, has he?
Nah. Yeah, he's making it. He's putting himself about, but he ain't getting no service. And
$1 million.
He's only going to get service from Ahmad. Saying that.
Do you want Kepa? What prudence to say? Do you want Kepa?
No, Kepa went to you, lot, didn't he?
No, he's asking if you want Kepa. We don't buy.
Is that you guys?
Yeah. He's the second.
He's not. I think Kepa's better than what we got now, which is really like. I know he's got a bit of an attitude on him, but he's a better goalkeeper than what we currently have.
Bink says Amran making Ten Hag look good. D, do you agree?
Totally. Totally. And I wanted Eric gone. But the truth is, I wasn't looking at Amarin. I was looking at the Brighton guy. Yeah. That's the one that's gone to Tottenham.
Yeah.
And who did I say? There was another guy there that was in the league. He's gone to Italy, I think he is now. Those two I was looking at before Ruben. It's just like the Sesko deal. We were never looking at Sesko. We were looking at Gyökeres allegedly. I'll tell you, Norms, when you see what Onana just did there, you would never play him again, Norms. No lie. He knew he was under pressure. He knew coming into this game he was under pressure, and he did that. It's literally...
Donnarumma was an option, but now he looks like he's going to go to City.
It's the money, guys. Man United not going to play that money for Donnarumma.
Yeah, man, it's money. That's money, bro.
Yeah, they're not going to pay. They said he wants 300 bags a week or whatever. United are trying to do business different.
Madness, bro.
So what Onana needs to do? Needs to go with
let me just quickly share this and also share the prediction. So, guys, if we didn't know, we're doing the what's going on fantasy Premier League. We have about 23, 24 people in it. I'm just going to share this. We can't scroll it down, but Big D's just going to quickly go through it.
Yeah.
And then we're going to just go through the what's going on prediction result game week 2 league table, where me and the guys, we've been predicting scores weekly. And it's game week 2. We will talk about that in a second, and you'll see who's top of the table. It needs to be Arsenal. You know what I mean?
Right. So
hold on a minute. What's going on here? Grimsby Town goal disallowed for handball.
Yeah, I'm streaming them. I'm a little bit behind.
Hold on a minute. So I got happy for nothing. Did I get happy for nothing?
No, it's still 1-0.
So was there another? Was there another?
What? As I'm saying, I'm.
I didn't say that there was a second goal, but it was disallowed.
I'm gonna look now, man. Hold on. Live ticker. What we're doing here?
That's mad.
No, I'm not seeing it. No.
Okay.
It's not coming up. It's just saying. So many questions will be asked of Man United from that goal. The fingers will be pointed at Onana for poor goalkeeping.
Kellier. Suge was saying Kellier. Hold on. It's 2-0 Grimsby. It's 2-0 Grimsby.
No, handball. It's been a handball.
No, but they've they've said it handball later on, but now they're saying 2-0.
Hold on. Well, they definitely scored. Let me see. Is it handball? What's it then? The striker.
Saying it's 2-0. I don't know. It hasn't showed up on my One Football. Big up to One.
No, it's not showing up on mine either. It's still. If this stands, if this stands, he's getting fired, no? If this stands.
What's happening? What's happening? Kwanzaa saying what's happening? Anana fumbling. Anana spilled the ball. Another mistake by Anana, D.
Yeah, because he backs himself and then he doesn't produce.
My thing
we should have got him gone in the summer.
You sure it's 2-0?
We should have got him gone in the...
Rob Prudence is saying 2-0. Andy Davis just put something on our chat, so that's chilly, by the way, if anybody didn't know that. So I don't know if he's saying...
I'm looking on the...
He hasn't changed on my team.
No, I'm looking on the... Yeah,
Ezra saying, oh my God.
2-0. 2-0, it's changed. Yeah, he's getting sacked.
Have a listen again, D. Have a listen to this. This is chilly. He can't be bothered to come on the stream, but he's singing this to you, D.
Getting sacked in the morning, sacked in the morning. Oh my God. What am I witnessing here?
Yeah.
Are you man up for a cold night in Grimsby? Cold night at Grimsby away? Come on now.
Oh.
Yeah,
Chilly rubbing it in big time.
They're falling apart, mate. He's gone.
This is mad. Saeed has probably grown more hair right now. Yeah.
Well, Saeed and them, they go, him and Nourdin, they go so over the top. But I'm not like, guys, don't have a heart attack over this team, you know.
2-0.
Yeah, I know it's live, guys, but I'm upstairs in the office, so I'm on the tablet. That's why I'm a little bit on the line.
Robert Prudence says Amram looks like my ice cream man.
I'm looking at this again. I'm looking at this. Let me see.
He spilled it. He spilled it.
Oh my God! He's come out again, right? Rather than put a fist through it, he just dived like Superman. Literally, no, that's what he just did. He just dived in the air like Superman and flopped.
Yo,
Norm.
Hey, text Jason.
No, Jason should be at the airport.
What time is it in America?
It's going to be.
He's probably seen it on our WhatsApp group.
No, he's watching it. He said he's going to watch it. He's going to watch the game at the airport.
All right. He's probably not going to fly back to England. He's going to stay over there.
Bro. Yeah,
He's getting sacked, bro. Bruv. That's enough, bruv. He's getting sacked.
And he's going to come out.
You look at the state. You look like a state of shock, bruv.
I'm not even shocked, no. Because he's stripped the team down. He's gone with a weakened side against Grimsby because he don't want to respect them, and we're 2-0 down. You literally dropped. You made 9 changes, no. I think 9 changes.
Let me just read this from Robert Prudence. He goes, I saw more conviction jumping off the wardrobe.
Right.
Sorry about this, bro.
It's 2-0 to Grimsby Town. Former United Academy player Warren scores.
Against Fisherman.
The fisherman said, "You'll never make a fisherman." Yes, I will. Notes, brother.
Ozzy, what you say, man? Big up to Ozzy, man. Go and subscribe to Ozzy.
Yeah, big up Ozzy,
link in the chat. Ozzy, then. Ozzy, do you see the score? You see what Man United is going on with? To the fisherman.
As H calls us, Manure United. That's what H calls us, Manure.
Well, sometimes he says Man Poo
United, yeah.
Well, if you can get yourself to read what's on that screen.
Right, here we go, guys. Here we go. Fantasy. Well, I got something in my eye, man. Everything just going on mad today. Right, so big up Ola. That is a solid 84 points, man.
Yeah, takes him to Ola. Big up to Ola. Big up to Ola.
Yeah, takes him to the top of the league. I got my nephew, and he's texting me, chatting smoke, you know, Norm. After I said, stop gaslighting. This is my other group he's on. So stop gaslighting the group after 2 game weeks. He said, I can't believe where my uncle is. I'm shocked that my uncle is. Now, bear in mind, I've won that particular league 2 times in fantasy. Relax, Neff. You never won it. Like, you can't come at me when you never won it, mate. But never mind. After 2 game weeks. So Gonzalez, that's my nephew Jonathan, in second.
Big up to Gonzalez.
Del Grady, obviously 58. This is scored there in third. Julian Moore, nice 62. Phil Headley at 62 there. Scott in the Future at 68 is ninth. I'm scrolling down on till I get to me.
Where's Malcolm X? That's my missus.
Malcolm X is just below me.
Straight, by the way, I'm straight. So
she's just below me. So I'm 19th. With 87 points. She's 20th with 87.
She's 20th.
I scored.
She's not gonna be happy.
Yeah,
she ain't gonna be happy about that.
I'll tell you who's low. This is why I can't really say anything. Manny Botwy. Now Manny was up there all season. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not freaking out after 2 game weeks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but the front runners are doing well. 135 points in 2 weeks is decent. 134 for Jonathan. That's why he's got chess. He's only ever finished above me once, and it was by 2 spots and about 20 points or whatever.
Bro.
So he's never won my other league. So I'm like, you know what, I'm not panicking yet. Okay. But I'm panicking about this Grimsby though. Because if this don't get turned around, there's an emergency meeting tonight, no? And he could be gone. And then you know what they'll do? Ruud van Nistelrooy interim. You watch.
Mad.
You watch. They'll bring Ruud back. He'll go back to a 4-3-3.
2-0 to Grimsby.
2-0 to Grimsby, and they just got
League
a free
2
coming up now. I know. Yep.
Okay, people.
We're coming down.
We're coming down. Prediction table. What's going on? Prediction 2025-2026 season. As you can see, guys, how the game works is basically every week. All of us predict an individual game. We can't predict the same game unless there's a one that we're playing each other. We can do that. We're allowed to do that. But other than that, so basically, it's 3 points for getting the correct score and outcome.
Yeah.
Getting the outcome right is 1 point, and if you don't get it right, it's 0 points. So basically, the outcome is essentially like a draw. Correct score and outcome is 3 points a win. So as you can see, we're in game week 2. Normski sits top of the table on 2 points. 2 games played, 2 points, 2 in 2. Big D in second, because of alphabetical order, on 1 point. Kofi on 1 point. Chile on 1 point. Ez on 1 point. And JP, now he's backing his team, Man United. He's backed that team all through last season. What happened? He came last. And he has got a forfeit to do. He could be looking at 2 forfeits by the rate Man United are going right now. Wow. But as you can see, I am top of the table. We're going into game week 3, and I'm sure D's about to probably put in his prediction for game week 3 this weekend.
I ain't even looked at the games, no.
Oh, you haven't looked at the games. You're looking at this one right now.
Yeah, I'm in the present right now, and the present is ugly. Absolutely. And know that you've seen the blame game as well. Defenders blaming each other.
Wow.
If you see what Onana just did then, he literally just tried to do a Superman jump. And you know when Superman runs and then takes off, and that's what he did. Just jumped into players with
as
2
Robert
hands
Prudence
up.
As Robert Prudence said, I show more conviction jumping off the wardrobe.
Exactly,
you
Robert.
You remember when you was like kids, like you used to jump?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, on your parents' bed. You know the ones. Match up the spring and all them foolishness there.
Oh my gosh. Onana doing his best to get Amran out. Wow.
He's working for the opposition, mate.
How bad is he? I mean, at one time we wanted him D. I'm so glad we didn't go for him. I'm so glad. This is down to Ten Hag. Yeah, Ten Hag is still lingering. The Ten Hag ghost is still lingering.
I mean, and you notice right, Norm, that this whole transfer window, Ten Hag ain't come for one of them players that he brought in. Not one.
No.
Tells you everything you need to know, mate.
Madness.
Another fraud. Well,
Madness.
Ruben was on forward watch after the Tottenham game.
Yeah.
And what I'm seeing right now, I'm like, you're not adapting, bro. And you had the arrogance to change 9 players, and now we're 2-0 down.
Let me see what Grimsby.
Free kick to Grimsby now. Here we go. Have a look.
So Grimsby went 4-1-4-1 D.
Right, so they're probably they're outrunning us in midfield. Probably out maneuvering us in midfield.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is the midfield.
This is the Kobe should have just said, "No, I'm sitting out." Really and truly,
he's gone.
He's mugged. He's mugging up players, you know.
According to, what does he normally go 3-4-3? Yeah. Sorry, yeah. Because I'm just looking at 3-4-2-1, but yeah, no, it's 3.
That's why he's gone. He's gone. Yes. 3-4-2-1. Yeah,
which is really 3-4-3.
And he's got Delo. So he's got Delo at wing back rather than Ahmad. And he's playing Ahmad in the 10 with Cunha, and then Sesko leading the line. But and then Ugarte
So is Mbemo on the bench?
Kobe in the double.
Is Mbemo on the bench?
Mbemo, yeah, he's on the bench. Yeah, and Mbemo made some like Xerxes should have got a nod as well. I'm actually leaving Ahmad at the wing back. I'm playing Xerxes in the 10 with So if I'm Xerxes now, I'm saying this manager don't really don't even fancy me. I can't get a game against Grimsby. You got to look at that.
2-0. 2-0.
He's been benched like Kobe Mino for the first 2 games of the season, and then we come up against Grimsby Town, and he still gets benched.
Mad. Absolutely crazy.
And you got Tommy and you got Benyandea. I always say his name wrong.
Who's that for?
The goalkeeper. So this is the one that wears the number 1 shirt, even though he's the backup to Onana. But I think
Benyandea. Atlan Benyandea.
So you got Bruno on the bench, Kaz on the bench, Mbemo on the bench, Mason Mount on the bench, Xerxes on the bench, Elite on the bench. I'm just making a full sub and just getting them out of there. And just
the mad thing about it now, you're looking at, if you lose this game, right, that Burnley game now is going to be pressure.
Peak. Regardless of it being at Old Trafford, it's peak.
Yeah.
Now, me like these guys, I'm not even attacking anymore. I'm just parking the bus and saying, break us down. I'm 2-0 up. Seriously, I'm 2-0 up, break us down. Time to bring on a couple of defenders. Yeah, exactly. That's what he's been doing. But he can't bring them on because the 2 defenders he brings on for height are already started.
Already on there.
And Slabhead.
Already on there, bro.
I bet you Slabhead wish he didn't take the captain's armband now. I bet he's saying, oh man, this is on my watch. I'm the captain today. Look at me, bro. I'm the captain.
Well, listen, we'll see what the outcome is. But listen, people in the chat, man, big up to everybody. World-class chat. Man. Please, if you haven't done it already, sub to the channel. Yeah, hit the like button. Yeah, please hit the like. I don't know how many we got. Goalkeeper sub needs to happen. That's what Biggs is saying.
Get him out of there. Get him out of there. Yeah, just get him out of there.
Major, quickly.
Absolute liability.
Absolutely quickly. Big up to the world-class chat. Big up to everybody. Later on, as I say, guys, I will be on. Look out for me on DJB at 9:30, 9:35. We will be going through, obviously, the Arsenal content, more say than all the other teams. And we will be looking at the Champions League possible draw. So check us out later on. Turn on your notifications. That will be at 9:35 on DJB's channel later on at 9:35 this evening. So no rest for the wicked. Yeah. And raid. There's going to be a raid on the way. Yeah, put that raid on the way. Ready for him. So just say Normski raid. I'm not at the subscriber level I think that I can't do a raid at the moment. So if people are going over to him, 9:35, join it and put in Normski Raid TV. Big up to all of you. Big up to everybody. D, really appreciate your time.
Yeah, man. Yes, Norms. Nice
every time. Next week we go again. And just remember the lads, don't forget to put in your game week 3 predictions for this weekend. And then after that, we've got a 2-week international break. As I said, I'm going 2-1-1. My heart is saying 2-1, but my head is saying 1-1. So
for your game,
we'll see what happens. We'll see. Big up, big up to you. Go and watch the rest of the matches. Tears all the way. Make sure you look after your hubby.
I got to be on the radio, man.
Make sure you look after your hubby. Big up everyone. Yeah, man. Yeah. Big up to Suge. Big up Suge, man. I know it's the following day. Big up to you every time. Always on everybody's channels and that. Big up to you, man, for your support. Really appreciate that, bruv. But listen, we're out of here. Yeah. See you next week at 6:30. I'm sure there'll be more of us on, hopefully, next week. Let me just read that last one. Gavin saying later, guys. Yeah, so next week, we will be on. But listen, take care. God bless. And we'll see you next week. Guys.